Because I know a couple comedians who will have podcasts, and that's what they do.
No, I've been on some, and they do it. I just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, people are like, you should have one. I'm like, I don't have any technical.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
It is a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm not like, I don't even, for a job, I'm not even sure if I'm qualified. I'm becoming my parents, technically wise. You know?
In what way? How are you becoming your parents?
Just like, I'm like, I don't even like to get my eclipse or whatever. Like, I'd rather just send it off somebody, pay them $15. They send me back 10 seconds and my best will work. And I go, okay, yeah, this will work.
Really, though? Like, that's the dream for me, too. Like, because, like, even editing all the stuff I edit, it's like, oh, my God, if I could just pay somebody. Like, I'm spending so much time on this.
And people love to do that.
Yeah.
And exactly. And make it a, monopoly.
Yeah. Well, really, all it is knowing, like, that they can do it. Like, knowing, like, if you had a bunch of clips, like, with comedy, all you got to do is film a couple sets and then say, hey, pick the best stuff out of these sets and just
or
make
just
a bunch of
say, hey,
clips.
I want this second from this second, and then they like format it into or whatever,
Yeah.
put the captions on, all that shit. They have cut all that thing that you could pay for. Like, why not? But you got to find somebody that's like into doing that. You got to find a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
That has time.
We need our nerds in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Dog walkers.
Dog walkers, for real. I thought about I could be a dog walker. I really could.
That's what everybody does.
Yeah. Is it like a common job now?
For comedians? For stand-up comedians? Like,
really?
that's all I've ever heard. I've lived up here. Are we live?
Yeah.
I've lived up here for 9 years. I'm like, that's all you do is fucking go walk a couple dogs. But they have like roommates and stuff like that. Rent is probably very cheap and not mine. I cannot walk a dog. What you saying? You can't hear me?
No, I was just making sure everything's. But no, that's crazy. I couldn't. You wouldn't want to walk a dog? You wouldn't want to do that?
No, I would do that. But would it pay my rent? Would I fucking be able to live? I don't even live decently right now. I can't even take a bitch on a date. Would I even be able to take myself to Taco Bell if I walk dogs? Hell no.
Maybe.
And sometimes I wonder where they get their money, but that's none of my business.
Well, this is what I'm saying, okay? So I was talking to one of the people who do this, and they told me that at first they didn't make that much money, but then over time they built a reputation as a good dog walker, and now they're getting all sorts
Families,
of dog walks. They're like, they have dogs that they regularly walk, and they have like a schedule. Weekly they walk the same dogs.
Sense. Yeah, and multiple dogs, like from one house in the neighborhood. Word gets around, people are out of town. Yeah,
it's like being a really good babysitter.
Right. Yeah.
You just got to be really good.
Yeah, I don't know if I could be a babysitter, big dog.
Can you imagine that? That would suck. That would like just babysitting random people's kids. That's a real job. People
it
do.
is a real job, and they like I just want to see me at the interview. I am good with kids, dude. I swear to God, like they love the shit out of me, but I'm only good with the kids I be around because I'm like drunkle. You know what I'm saying? Just all right, what y'all doing? Yeah, y'all clean that shit up. You know? And I just move on. I'm like, y'all hungry? Pizza rolls?
Yeah, they're like their favorite uncle. Yeah, that's the best one.
And I'm like, I come in from out of town, so that's like cool. That's what I always like seeing on TV and stuff, and I'm kind of that person now. Yeah. Except I don't bring them gifts because I'm broke. But I try. I'm like, and look what I got you. This for the last 3 years. My bad. It's cost me $16.99 at the Marshalls.
Hey.
It says Chicago. Look.
That's a gift. All right. Yeah. You better be grateful.
For sure.
All right. We don't do this every day.
No. And they they appreciate that shit.
Do they? Do they? Yeah, you gotta hope so. Yeah. You have kids? What you're saying?
I have 3 kids.
No shit.
Yeah, but I left. No, I'm just fucking with you. Bro. Oh hell no, I don't got
no kids at all.
Bro, I'm fucking no.
Also, congratulations.
I'm a lesbian. Yeah, I have the best birth and control that's ever been out. But actually, not like that. But my best friend had a kid when she was 15, and like we're 30 now, and that's my dog. That's like my dog. Yeah. And she just turned 13, and it is getting rough out. Yeah. Because she was just like a kid. Now she's like a teenager. You know?
Yeah.
But it's just different. That's interesting, though. And it's like, you definitely not pulling slick ones on us, bro. I'm be honest with you.
I mean, she had this kid at what? You're saying at 15 or 16?
15.
Wow. Yeah.
We was in school. But that's Ella. Carmela, shout out, big dog. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby. Yeah.
So, like, damn, dude, because that's interesting because everyone in my family, they had, or most of my siblings, I should say, they had kids at a young age. Like, my mom had a kid at a young age. Like, it was just like a pattern that only me and my sister have really broken. I've noticed.
And don't
this.
have
Like,
kids.
Everyone else had a kid at like 17,
I have
18.
two older brothers. Nobody has kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
My oldest brother's been with the same woman since 7th grade. They've been married 11 years. They don't have any kids either.
Wow. Their birth control is also working.
Yeah, it does. Trust me. Yeah. But they're fun. I love kids, but they're also good to like leave, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right. I could not fucking imagine
Well, that's the freedom of not
having a fucking
having
kid,
kids,
yeah.
right? Because like
or even a dog. Like,
Yeah.
God fucking damn. I got, what? I can barely feed myself.
and I've been trying to get Oscar the better food because like I feel bad getting him like the bottom of the barrel food. I'm like, oh, this man, like he deserves something a little bit better, you know?
He's just
But
eating.
that food, it's expensive food, dude. It's like I'm dying here.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
like
feed
you're
this man.
feeding him and then you're eating bullshit, right? Like I just stole 3 pieces of bacon from work. I have to steal 6. That's crazy, you know. Then you getting greedy, and what happens when you get greedy? You get caught.
That's right. That's right. I got to stop taking those pepperonis for my little man.
Hey, that's probably good though. You could like doggy bag, you know.
You know
you
what?
Said you
I really
serve,
should.
You should be like, hey, doggy bags, couple leftovers. Especially people, you know, and I don't know about y'all, but back in the day when we take the plates, if it's like we had pizza as well, and some of them don't touch the other half, so that goes right in the kitchen. People are harming. You be like, throw the crust in, doggy bag. You can feel like that. But that's probably not good for him.
Well, I don't want to give him all that cheese, but I can give him the toppings, right?
Lactose, he'd be walking around like that.
right. You might not want that.
I've seen that before.
Have you ever heard of like a dog eating like a bunch of edibles, like a big ass pot brownie or something?
Yeah, I've seen videos too, and they're like, fuck.
It's like you poisoned a dog. That's what it looks like. Because the dog is like
well,
this slobber.
And it
It's like about to
doesn't
like
know
pass
what's going
out.
on.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, the dog is very confused.
It's
yeah.
gonna be all right though.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is, I think it could OD. I think a dog can OD. I think if a dog,
Weed?
if it's like a big ass edible,
It had like a heart attack or something.
yeah, because I think like if a dog ate like a 500 milligram brownie, that dog would be fucked.
Yeah.
up.
I don't even think I've ever had 500 milligrams in one setting. So.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So give it to a dog.
No, I agree.
Dog's
Especially a tiny, like we're like big humans.
So I'm thinking
so
big
it's-
dog actually, because I'm thinking like
a husky ass
like a
dog.
husky. Yeah, give that to a fucking
husky,
husky. Give 500 milligrams to a husky. That'd be like a fun like thing to do, like to try to fund. You know, like this is what I want to do with my science money.
Yeah.
I want to give
I know,
drugs to
like,
dogs.
You know, people that get their dogs high, like with like smoking or whatever. You know, do you agree with it?
I don't think it's good just because
Me
I don't think
neither.
dogs have a good way to.
Right. Hey, they don't even know what they doing. They just, what you doing? They just like in your business. And all of a sudden they're like looking for the food bowl and shit. They always just pass out. But I've seen a lot of that. And I used to go out to, my dad has like an old truck, you know, broke down truck. And I used to go out there and hotbox in it. And I would take my dog. And she hated it. I mean, not like hated it, but like even sitting in the truck. So I would just put like the leash out and shut the door on the leash so she could run around and do her thing. Because I'm like, she doesn't even like to be in this car or this truck with the smoke even in the air. Like,
Yeah.
she's not with that, bro. She was a Shih Tzu, so she could barely breathe anyway. She's like, oh my God. But I see, and you know, it's just unwilling. But then you also have dogs that like fuck with weed hard. They're like they want that shit. They all into it.
Yeah, I had a friend who swore that his cat was like that. The cat liked when he blew the smoker in the cat's face, and the cat was chill, and the cat would hang out.
Nobody get their cat high. That's crazy. Cats are already high all the time. Cats are already chill, man.
Yeah. They start falling more. They start not landing.
They have fucking, now they're like prescribing dogs and shit with like painkillers and stuff.
Pause. Did she just say dogs on painkillers? What in the world is this universe coming to, folks? Or the other way around, what in the universe is this world coming to? I mean, things like that blow my mind. It blows my mind. The world could be considered a professional mind blower. Our friend Emily could be considered a professional mind blower. She blew my mind for this whole podcast, this whole 4-hour podcast, by the way. Longest episode of Ruse Radio yet. Real happy with Emily for coming through. We'll have her on again. She's a natural. She's a natural at blowing minds. And if you're a natural, you might as well just go ahead and get your degree and become the professional mind blower that you already are. And if you want to get a step ahead of the game, all right, you get yourself a professional mind blower t-shirt. You put that into reality. You think it and buy it into existence. Folks, I made this shirt so you can do that. I've got a $25 professional mind blower t-shirt right here ready to go for you. We got smalls, we got mediums, we got larges, and we can make other sizes if you so please. Great way to let the world know what kind of person you are, which is a freaking mind blower. Anybody can blow minds. Everybody does it in their own way, and that's what's so beautiful about the world, is that we all have that capability to explode brains with our actions. It's freaking awesome. The world is awesome. It's why I love doing this show. You get these shirts, and you can support the show. You can help us bring some more mind blowers in here. You want to support the show, but you don't want a professional mind blower t-shirt? Well, don't worry about that. We got you covered. You can go ahead and support us on Patreon. Patreon, folks. $5 a month, the price of a coffee, the price of a beer at the bar, and you are making this show possible. You make it easier for me to bring people in. We're doing an episode every 3 days, which is crazy numbers. We're trying to do even more than that, but the only way I can do it is if I get some more funding and I can get some more people in here to help me. So please, please, please consider it. Consider supporting the show, funding the show through something like Patreon. It really does make all of this possible, and it makes it so I can expand and grow and make this so much bigger and better, all right? It keeps me moving. It keeps me motivated. It lets me know that you guys do love what I'm doing. So please, for the love of God, support us on Patreon. It would mean the world to me. All right. Now, I heard something about dogs on painkillers.
You said my mom was saying that they were recommending. I told you about my dog who's like very old.
Yeah.
15 and blind. And my mom's like, I'm not putting my fucking dog on Oxycontin, like, or whatever the fuck it is. But I'm like, oh my God. That's crazy.
How much is it's probably the same price as how much, I mean, like you're paying monthly for the medicine?
I'm not sure, on that. But that's crazy because she was like, they're trying to put her on like painkillers that humans. I'm like, that's weird as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I wonder.
And then they get addicted and then like the same as we do. So then when you can't fucking, like, you get what I'm saying? Just as a normal person, and I'm from Kentucky, so I definitely, not like that, but I've seen a lot of that unfold, unfortunately, even at a young age. And like, then a dog's fucking addicted.
That's the reason I laugh, because it's like literally a dog is becoming a heroin addict.
Yeah, right. That's what I was about to say. Anybody got any heroin? I can't afford the medicine anymore. My dog's freaking. It's really not funny, but it is.
I mean, it's tragic.
In retrospect, it is tragic.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what are you going to do with dogs in particular? In the connection to children, how it is like raising children. That's a big thing with having a dog, is a lot of the time they'll have medical issues, and you have to decide, am I going to spend all this money on this medical issue for the dog? Like what you were saying with this dog, with its eyeball.
Oh, yeah. My dog, right. 2000 and... But how do you even, because they was like, it can burst any moment, but how do I even know what you're telling me?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But I mean, just anything with the dog. It can be anything. I had a dog I got a dog for my sister because her dog had puppies. And the dog's name was Opal. It was Opal. My mom has had a dog named Iris, I believe. I'm trying not to get names wrong here, but my dog was named Opal. And so she was so cute. And she was a little dog, and she was going to get big. She like had a little bit of husky in her and a little bit of a bunch of things. So cute. Going to be a big dog, big fluffy dog, right? and she was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but she would pee out blood, right? She would pee, she would go outside, and it was like blood. And I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here, right? So we have to take her to the vet. And then I take her to the vet, and they told me it was going to be like thousands of dollars for a certain type of x-ray. And then after those thousands of dollars, it would be thousands of dollars more for whatever surgery to maybe help her with whatever it might be after they do that other procedure. And I'm thinking, like, what
It's
the
not
fuck?
funny. I know. It's just...
Because what are you going to do?
I know, because you love your fucking animal. You know what I mean?
There's no good choice there, yeah. Because it's like I'm talking $5,000, $10,000 to maybe fix the animal. Because it might all not even be for anything.
I know. And Dan Cass has a funny ass joke where he's like, I only paid $100 for the cat. He's like, I can go get another cat. But it's like it's fucked up. I don't know. I don't know.
It's a funny joke. I've never heard that.
It is very funny. And that's why I was like, when you were talking, that's why I kept laughing, because I could just think of him being like, I only paid $100 for the cat.
It's kind of how it feels.
I know. And he just I don't know.
Yeah.
Animals.
Animals.
All right. Enough about fucking animals. I'm an animal.
Well, with comedy, I should just ask you, how did you when did you get into comedy? How did that start for you? What's the whole story with you getting started in comedy? Was it like always a thing for you? Did you one day just switch flip? How does that happen?
It happened very weirdly. I don't know. I just I came in from work one day. I worked at Humana Insurance. I'm 19 years old. I had one of the best jobs in Louisville. You either work at Humana, you work at Ford, or you work at GE. Period. And like, you made it. You know what I'm saying? You got a fucking mortgage and shit like that. You know, you probably got a good car, house, garage, 2-car garage. But and my mom had put out. She always puts out articles. And, like, literally, I have one in my back pocket that she sent yesterday about a job. But she puts out articles. She puts out Arby's, coupons, anything that's going wrong. But this day specifically, it said Emily. And it was an article cut out of, like, a local magazine, circled about a comedy contest that you go. And you put $2 in if you're performing, $1 for audience. And then whoever was, like, the best of the night won all the money. But she was like, this is something I think you might be interested in, you know. And I really did it. And I got 2 of my homies, Jose and his Uncle Clay, and we went out, and I fucking sucked.
When was
it? It
this?
was so bad. This was I was maybe 19.
Okay.
And I'm 29 right now. So I was maybe 19 then. And I fucking
So,
sucked.
like, it's 2014, like, about, you saying?
I don't know math. This was in Kentucky, so
Okay.
You would have to do the math. So that would be 2025 minus 2014. That's 10 years plus 1. That's 11 years ago. I'm 29. That's 19.
Yeah.
Good math. I had to do it the long way. Why would you put me under pressure like that? Show your work. Hey, back in the day when they be like, fix this problem, show your work.
You can break it down.
So that bang, bang, boom, boom, bomb, bomb. Why didn't they take that? They would just circle and put a question mark. No. But went out. That shit was lit. And then I started going back in 2020. I mean, not 2020. I'm so sorry. When I was 20. So that was like 19, bomb like a motherfucker. This dude, Lucius, who's still real hot in Louisville and should be hotter around the world.
Lucius.
But Lucius, yeah, that's my boy. But he's doing big things in Louisville. But, you know, big fish, little pond. You can be a big fish in a big pond. You know, I believe that. But he was like, you look like you was finna start rapping, Bruce. I swear to God, right? He's like, you look like you was finna start rapping. I probably look like I do. I sound like I do. And I was like, I don't even know how to rap. But then, yeah, so I started going back. And I went like 3 times and watched. And then I was like, I'm ready. And then...
You know, I could see what he's saying. I could see how you could...
Because he said it was the way I was holding the microphone. Because I had it all the way up, like... all the way like I was finna boom, boom, bop, bop. Yeah, exactly. And so actually when I got into it a year later, I really went back, was like, I'm going to try that again. Like, fuck it. What else I got to do? And And I swear to God, Louisville's like a small, healthy, fucking nice scene. I went in. They were like, all right, you're up. Go practice your set you're going to do tonight. I'm like, what? Like, they would never do that here. If we were here early, you know what I'm saying, at a mic, they would never be like, all right, go up. Well, we're going to critique you and let you know what we think. Like a writer's group, bro. So I went up and
no pressure.
Yeah, and they was like, dude, the joke is still, it was the struggles real joke, which is like one of my pull out my pockets best jokes, but one of the first jokes I wrote, they're like, the joke is amazing, but you need to hold the microphone right here because you're shaking all over the place. They was like, if you steady it right at the bottom, you'll be straight. And so like, I was like, that's some real ass shit. And then about 2-3 months after that, I was like, all right, I'm too good for y'all, going to Chicago. And I'm here.
How many times did you go to that one? Like a bunch of, like you played,
that's the
practice there, whatever you call it.
Yeah, it's the Comedy Caravan. Then it was the Laughing Derby. Then it went back to the Comedy Caravan. Then you got like the bars down low. You got a lot of places that look out there, but it's just so small. Like you can maybe like
big fish in a small pond.
Right, yeah. You can do, I don't really know now because it's been so long, but maybe 4 a week there when you can do 4 a night here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what always shows I see when I do work in certain areas or this and that in small towns is the amount of practice is so important. You know what I'm saying? Because like you can do 4 in a night here, so that's how many a week you do the math this time, Ruse.
4 times 7, 7 times 2 is 14, 28.
28, if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I ain't doing that shit. Yeah. But at least, you know, I'm doing like 7. You know, if I can do 2 and 2 on one night, then finish with a 3 on, because I'll be tired. I work a job, you know, and I'm doing
All
shit
of
on the
us.
side. Yeah, but it's just the practice definitely makes a difference. I think that's why Chicago got that work in those major cities you have.
Yeah, and I think that like there's something about that like that drew me to the city in the first place. Like, I think a lot of cities must just have that kind of thing because there's a lot of creativity in there. There's reasons that people come there. I think one thing about Chicago that's cool
like,
is Chicago is
it.
kind of like even the way that the architecture is and the way that things are designed to look. It's like it's architecturally appealing. Like there's an aesthetic to everything, and it seems like it's an artistic city by design. I really feel like the whole thing is built around that, and it's I think it really plays to the favor of all that. Like people are creative. I think there's a lot of creative people, and I haven't been to very many other major cities, so I don't know if it's it's exactly the same. But that's one feeling I get here.
It'd be people being creative on other things too, you know, like that's why I love. Obviously.
Everybody's different,
everybody's different. Like a dude outside my apartment, he goes every day. I know he don't live around there, but he comes every morning faithfully and has his artwork out, like just like it. I don't even know what it means, what it says, and he just be smoking Newports right there. But I swear to God, I'm like, I fuck with him, bro, because no matter what, he finna be here. Like even yesterday, it was negative. What? And he was outside like, I'm like, fuck it, you know?
He's got a thing. That's his thing.
Yeah, that's his thing. And he gets up every morning and he says, this is what I'm doing today.
There's people who like direct traffic. There's people who literally want to step into the side of the street and direct traffic, and that's their thing.
I know. That's the other lady. She's the crossing guard. They stand right next to each other. She's cool. She's old.
I remember right before I moved here, I was walking down the street, and it was right outside of a McDonald's, and there was a dude wearing a cape, and I talked to him, and like he was telling me about how he got his cape from a certain Halloween store, Spirit Halloween, and like he just was telling me about like, you know, how he's got his cape on, and like this is his thing, is he's outside with his cape, and like I was just like, damn, like that's him.
That's him. That's what
this guy.
And you can really hear it in the city. Well, where the fuck did you say you was from?
Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan. Oh, Flint. Dirty water. You gotta know 2 things about everything. I only know one. What's one more?
Murder.
Murder on my mind. First 48. Oh yeah, Flint, Michigan. Do it be on First 48? Because Louisville, Kentucky, is definitely on there all the time. And
congrats.
Birmingham, Alabama, probably Flint, Michigan. Murder is big there.
Well, what I always tell people in Chicago is people always say water, but it used to be the same thing as Chicago. It used to be we used to compete with you guys for murder. It used to be like Flint and Chicago were both in the top 10 per capita murder. Yeah, we were always like topping each other. So, but then it became dirty water.
Don't say y'all like I'm no.
I mean,
I do have to
you
claim.
guys.
I do have to claim Chicago now because literally.
How long have you been here?
9 years.
9 years. Yeah. So,
I remember when it was my first fucking day. I was 21. And then I like came in very southern, and so like everybody's so nice to everybody, and like everybody knows everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not even that, but if anything. Hey, ma'am, can you help me? I'm looking for, and like you pull into a gas, growing up, you know, without GPS and stuff, my parents, you pull into a gas station on I-65, you ask anybody directions, they gonna write it down for you, draw you a whole map. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I come up here, I'm like, never like rode a bus, I'm not a bus necessarily, because we do have a bus system in Kentucky, but I mean Louisville, but it's not like CTA. Or a train, and I'm like trying to ask somebody next to me, and she's like, oh, bitch, like, why are you talking to me? You know? And I'm like young, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So what I did was I set up certain things that I would do a day, or not a day, or like twice a week, that I would go around the city and explore. So like the first was like the bean, you know what I'm saying? So then I would learn how to take this and there, and then, you know, navigate and kind of learn how to navigate like that.
were you not using a phone? Were you
And
just...
then I found out how to use the phone, which is crazy, because for the first maybe 2 years, I navigated strictly off what I knew. So, like, I would get off work at 8 o'clock and navigate on, like, per bus or per train that was, I could have took a train that would have got me there in 15 minutes now that I know. Versus I was taking like 45 minutes to get there because I was just, but if you know how to navigate one place, you know how to navigate everywhere. And it's even, I've been to a lot of cities, New York, and it's the same kind of thing, just different.
Yeah.
Like pay and stuff like that, how you get your, you know.
Do you mean like in relation to not using a phone, even like just being able to navigate like off of like looking at the map?
For sure,
and,
for sure, and knowing what, you know, color, number, like New York has the numbers and shit.
I've never been. I've heard their transportation is more confusing.
It's
than
so
ours.
confusing.
So what's confusing?
I was
about
only there for 3 days, but it's like numbers. So it's like. So we just have colors, right?
Yeah.
We just like, especially
Red
for
line,
the trains.
blue line,
yeah, not
purple
necessarily
line.
the buses. The buses are always kind of easy. Know the number, and with a phone, so easy.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to navigate on, but it's like colors and numbers, and then of course you have, even here in Chicago, like if you get off at Lake, but you try and get to the red line, then you need to go up and over. You know what I'm saying? You need to go.
Okay.
Like if you get off the green line, you go into Lake, then you need to go off and down.
But there's like signs that lead you.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's easy because it's just a color, a name, a red line, green line. Yeah. New York, I felt like it was like blue 82 said hike, and I'm like, what? But I worked that whole time with public transportation.
Okay.
So that was nice, but it was far as fuck. We stayed in this place in the Queens. Winchester. Something. It was like a suburb, though. It was right on Jamaica Bay. It was beautiful. But it took a long time to get there on the bus. Might have took me like hour and a half, 2 hours.
From where?
The airport.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
But it was like a straight shot.
Wow. So, and you were there for a few days.
Yeah, just like 3, 4.
So did you enjoy New York? Did you like it? Oh, did you get to actually experience it at all, you feel like?
I was fucked up. I ain't even gonna talk about that.
Damn.
No, I will. No, I was going through like a little breakup and shit too. So I was like all in my head and just young. But yeah, we went out. We did some comedy, but I can't even tell you. I remember I was so fucked up. I'm telling you, we had a liquor store right by the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Bro Vaughn had got this damn Airbnb. It was like 4 floors, bro. Right on the Jamaica Bay. Like the neighbor brought us over crab that he had caught out of the Jamaica Bay or something.
Uh-huh.
I don't eat that shit. but Rovan did. And it was like, I think I was just more enjoying that and like mind freeing. But I went out like maybe 2 days. And once again, it was just so far from borough to borough. So I went to Brooklyn and I went to Times Square and I was drunk the whole 4 days. I'd love to go back and experience. But we did a couple, maybe mics or something. I can tell you, I don't fucking know. Yeah. But I was there, folks. I've been to New York. Big money over here.
I have not been to New York, not even once. Really, again, yeah. Chicago's the only. Like, I've been to Miami when I was little, and I barely remember it, so I don't even want to count it. Yeah.
Is that even a city?
Miami's a city, yeah. Miami would be like, banging. I think it counts as like one of the major cities, right?
Oh yeah. And I've been to Philly. I've been to Vegas. I've been to LA. I've been to
all
New
with
York.
Comedy? Is it all through comedy?
All in my comedies. I've always done comedy in those places, yes. But it wasn't like, we want to send you out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
you just go to the open mics while you're there.
Or not even. Well, if you reach out in time, then you're definitely going to get booked on shows and shit.
I see.
So it's like, if I know I'm going to be in the city, then I reach out. But sometimes I honestly don't. Like, and I go home a lot, and there's opportunities that can definitely be had there, and I'm just like, I'm here for 2 days, 3 days, like, I just want away from everything for just a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you're in LA, and it's a show or whatever, and then you got to be ready an hour, 2 hours before. You got to figure out even where the fuck you're going. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to eat, It takes your whole day. Then you're like, did I even see LA? You know. Well,
that's why I asked you what the New York thing is. Like, did you even get to experience New York? Because if you're going there for comedy and you're doing comedy the whole time, you might just be thinking about that the whole time.
Yeah, Times Square. You know what? New York didn't have no alleys, so you couldn't like piss. And this was COVID, and I had. I don't know if you need to block this, but I didn't have a. We were not vaccinated. Me and Rovan Hill went together. We were not vaccinated, but my ex-girlfriend gave me a blank vaccination card.
2020?
Yeah, 2020 is when I was up there.
I didn't know they were already doing that there in 2020.
But New York mandated a card, and they were not playing.
Yeah,
they weren't playing about that shit. And up here for a little bit. When did you move up here?
Honestly, when I was moving here, that was one of the things I was trying to time out properly.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was thinking, like, damn, are they going to fucking card me, bro?
Yeah, they do card you. Hey, there was a blank one. We used it, and I mean, this is all allegedly, of course. You know, like, I did get the COVID thing that is called vaccination.
The whatchamacallit, whatever the fuck.
So it's all allegedly, but that thing, and then we were like taking pictures of it and going to the library and printing them out and copying it and filling it in and then like putting it in this case like a bus cart, like a empty case or a freaking amusement park case that you would have your pass in and taking pictures of it and just using it on our phone. And so everybody
they would accept the
got
picture?
through. Yeah. Oh. And so really it was just like, it was the whole thing. You just like put in numbers and like fake numbers, and I can still show you mine if you absolutely needed it today.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
In Chicago, the last place that ever asked me for a COVID was Shuba's.
They still do it?
No, I don't think, not no more, but they were like the last people to stop asking. For real.
How long ago was it? Do you remember?
That was probably like, they might have done that up until like 2022, 2021, 2022. But like well after everybody else kind of dropped that shit.
Yeah.
That was a weird time.
Oh my God, dude. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to think about because it's not even that long ago. Like in the relativity of things, when you really think about it. That's 4 years.
I was 24.
Like 4 years ago.
I was 24. I was loving life. Life was so good, dog. Life was so, I swear, you see that? Bro, I used to work out. I swear, my life was so, like, I actually cared about life. Like, I took time out of my day to work on myself. Now I'm like, we might all die tomorrow. Take a fucking shot. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? But You live and you live. I mean, who
well,
cares?
and, like in the vein of comedy, in a way, it's kind of at least it's a fun thing to look at comedically. Like, you know, it's kind of the most comedic possible outcome of like the nature of things too. Like things just get crazier and crazier as time goes on. They naturally do. Like
I know, but I think that nothing gets crazier than that.
I don't know.
Like if we're not all off work and on like a private, I mean, on a fucking shutdown by like officials, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we're not taking shit serious. If we're not getting unemployment, we're not taking a gun. Yeah. And then when we do, we don't take it serious at all.
So if you were like president for a day, like you're president, they elect you president.
2034, I'll be eligible.
Boom. So okay. So you're running for president right now. What would be like what are you running on? What's your campaign speech? Like what are you gonna?
What's my campaign speech?
Yeah. Like what? How are you gonna sell the people? What are you gonna run for?
Keep the gays in.
Yeah.
We gonna build a wall. We finna keep the gay people in here, and the women, and because you know they love gay people. And then we gonna build that wall because we gonna keep them all in for ourselves. And we gonna have a good old party in this motherfucker. And if you want in, you better knock on the door. You better show something, do something gay. For a little change. Then we'll let you in. As long as you're 21 or something.
I'm voting right now.
Ain't that what they doing right now? Taking away gay people or something?
Yeah. I like that though.
I think tomorrow I have to be straight or something.
Yeah.
They said I have to wear a dress.
No. I think like you can be. I think they're keeping the gays, but they're like just like. I think they're trying to like enforce like a little bit of like what is it? It's like segregation, right? It's drinking fountains, like maybe a gay drinking fountain or something.
Really?
Like that. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't want to follow that. That would be crazy. I would drink out of the gay fountain. I would have to be in line with all the gay people.
I would do it just for fun.
And it'd be like, you know, it'd be funny if there was a lie detector test before you took a drink of water. Like, you ever done gay shit? Because we all been a little gay in our lives. Don't lie. Even if it's just like, I just like looked at a dick a little too long or whatever it is for you. And you had to do a lie detector. The water fountain, and the water fountain just forever long.
Everybody's gay.
People doing a little gay something. Not saying that like, but I'm just saying everybody's a little gay.
No, you're right. If like it depends on like what the lie detector test asks.
Yeah.
Because like if it's like a vague question, like have you ever had questionable thoughts about the opposite sex? You know?
Or anything. Yeah, it's not like nobody, not everybody's fucking. But I'm just saying everybody is a little gay. Like even. You know,
I can say when a dude's attractive. Like I can look at a dude that I find attractive and say, "Oh, that's an attractive dude."
Yeah, that's the straight in me. Right? I'm like, damn, that man gets fucking pussy. Like you probably say the same thing. You're like, dude, that guy gets so much more pussy than me.
Yeah,
that's still gay.
Yeah, it's a little gay. Yeah, but you know,
it's
like
also them big muscles. He has that perfect structure of a face. Like you're saying he's attractive.
I'm saying that objectively he's attractive.
Right.
Like objectively, like based on the rules of the universe, that guy in my mind is attractive, and I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm just gonna say it, you know. And that's a little gay to admit.
You can find people attractive. Exactly. You're attracted to.
But what I'm saying is, even that is gay. Like if it's how gay you are, like just the thought of that is a little gay. You can't say that's not gay to look at a dude and say, "Oh yeah, that guy fucks people for sure." Like you're thinking about that dude sexually.
But what if I say that? Then I'm straight.
Exactly.
What if I see a girl and I'm like, dude, I guess I don't like she gets all the dudes. Because she's probably just does, and she's probably just like, meh, meh, meh. She's probably with some fucking asshole. I'm like, that bitch is dating a fucking asshole. She is too fine to be walking around here. She's with a douchebag. She's with a gay person. She's with a gay man.
She's dating a gay. She doesn't even know.
But no, I get it. I mean, shit, gay people. Gotta love them.
Dude, I love a gay person. Yeah, for real. Gay people are fun.
I'm gay.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it. You know, I do. It's always been fun.
Like I just met a guy last night who runs a gay bar in Boys Town, and he's telling me like it's a big gay bar. Like they do really well.
It's
I
probably,
could remember his name. Could probably find it on Instagram.
Where
in
he
5
goes?
seconds.
What's that shit
His name's
called?
Joe.
Rocco's.
His name is Joe.
Roscoe's.
Are you sure? I don't think that's
No,
what it
across
is.
the street is something. I live in Boys Town.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I live on Halstead in Belmont, but I used to go all that shit when I was 21. Now I just kind of fucking be like, fuck that shit. Take me to something slow and easy. Take me to
Cell Block Chicago. That's the name.
Cell Block. I don't know. It's probably a big rave.
Yeah, probably. You want something slow and easy or something?
I'm more of. I used to be big rave, but I'm more slow and easy now.
That's what I am naturally.
30. Yeah,
Those raves are like, goddamn.
Yeah, I know. And it's
never
like a
ends,
lot. But I mean, if you're on like drugs, it's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But if you're not on drugs, like, god damn. Even just drinking, it's like, what the fuck? You know, it's just a lot going on. So.
What's a slow and steady one like then in contrast? Is that just like kind of chill? You go in there, it's just kind of a vibe, you know, and just kind of get to sit back, enjoy
Yeah,
things.
in Chicago for sure. Like a sit back, like quiet.
I didn't even
That's
know
what
they had those.
I like quiet. Yeah, my neighborhood bar, Murphy's, Monster and Murphy's.
Oh, so you
That's
just mean
like
like
you-
going to like a bar and
That's
just chilling?
like a bar, right? But when
Yeah.
I'm going clubbing, like I prefer shit other places where it's just kind of more either just drunk or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Raves and that drug shit be crazy. I love mushrooms though. And I love like going to concerts and fucking getting shroomed out or going I love enjoying myself, even acid, fuck. But the fucking I'm like, all right. EDM. I used to mess with a girl and she was like, you mess with EDM? I thought it was a drug. And I'm like,
it sounds
what?
like one.
And I Googled it. Electronic dance music. No, I do not. I fuck with country music, baby.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
They're kind of almost opposites. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I fuck with all music. I mean,
I like
but
EDM.
EDM is like my like I wouldn't be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, like those concerts are like that for like 8
know.
hours a day. Like they have festivals where you're just doing that all weekend.
You have to be on drugs.
Exactly. That's what it's made
Like,
for.
yeah, I know. There's no other way that I could fucking sit through that.
Yeah. You gotta get high as fuck.
yeah.
And again, it's like mushrooms and shit. Like, it's like
Molly and shit.
psychedelics for sure. It's
Molly.
not
You ever
alcohol.
done Molly?
A couple times, but like
It was meth.
yeah, it could have been. I think I got a test kit for it if I remember correctly. I think that's when I was still buying those test kits.
We started doing it weird shit. It's math. That's why I had to. Yeah, I was young. No, I'm still young.
Maybe
but
it was meth.
Yeah.
The more I think about
It's
it,
very.
I don't think it's a good idea. That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you fucking have a heart attack. I had an Apple Watch, and when Power Hour used to be at the original place.
Where was that?
Gallery Cabaret. Well, there was an original place before that, but when it was at Gallery Cabaret, me and Rovon did this Molly. Oh my God. And we both thought we was going to have a heart attack, and we were like not playing around. And so I had an Apple Watch, and we kept taking the Apple Watch off and putting on each other and checking our blood pressure.
Make sure you're not gonna
We
die.
thought we were going to have a heart attack, bro. Like, for real, we was too high. That shit was too high.
Yeah. And were you like were you the hosts? Were you the drinkers of that show?
No,
or you
hell
just-
no. We was sitting in a fucking booth
At
around the
least,
corner.
That's not too bad.
That motherfucker had a seizure in there too one time. He said, "No, he said
A real one?
Rovon, you know Rovon?
Yeah.
He had a real fucking
Oh
seizure.
Lord.
No, he was like this. He was like, it's hot to the motherfucker. I swear, he's right here. I'm literally just standing right here, and he was like, I'm so hot. And he's like, it's so hot in here. Then he leans up against this freaking golf game thing, and he starts doing this. And his hand right here, it goes like, and I'm thinking he's playing, bro. Oh, my mama, I'm laughing. I'm like, you play too fucking bad. She's like, like, and I play like, not like that, like, but I'm like, and shit like that. But he was like, and then he just wham to the ground like he hit like it was no, helping. And I was like, bro, Vaughn, what the fuck? Get up. He was like, where's my beer? He had dropped it had slat. He picked the beer up and started drinking it again, and we had to chill out in the back. But it was a seizure because of his medication and drinking. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. He tells that story, but I was actually right there, and I didn't know. For a moment, I'm like, fuck, I'm like, is he dead? Because he just, when you heard him drop to the ground, you know he wasn't playing no more. When I heard the body hit the floor, let the my body's like, it was dead weight, as you would say. So it was just like, and that's why I knew he wasn't playing no more, because I'm like laughing.
Yeah, like he's real committed to
fucking
this.
having a seizure.
Yeah. Like, bro, stop playing, bro.
Playing.
Stop, dude.
He was like, look, and it was like, I thought he was like.
Dude, that's because the thing is, if someone's not known for having seizures, like if they never had a seizure before, and they just like start seizing up, but they're also known for like fucking around all the time, you would think they're fucking around. You'd be like, what are you doing, bro? Like, stop.
I still feel bad this day because I was laughing like I was, bro. Like, I was like, quit playing. I might have smacked him to the ground. Quit playing. He's just white.
Man. Poor guy. Hopefully he doesn't still take the medication or whatever the fuck. I mean, whatever, make that happen.
I don't think he picked drinking.
Yeah, right. One or the other.
Period.
Yeah. You guys must be close though, you and him. Is it you guys have that cooking thing on Instagram? Is that you guys?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's originally. Right now we taking a break off Hey Neighbor and shit. That's like during power hour we be cooking chicken and shit.
That's what it is?
But
it's during
just
power hour?
winter.
Because when I went to Power, I've only been there twice, and I haven't seen this. So you guys do that during Power Hour? You cook chicken?
Out back, yeah. But it's on a little winter hiatus. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's too cold. And SARS be bitching about the rats, but that's not us. He be saying this because the grease be down there, but that's not us.
Just want to put that on the record.
Yeah, that's y'all's rats. Them y'all rats. Get y'all rats. And
that's cool though. I didn't even know you guys
yeah.
did that. So it's like you sell to the people at Power Hour, like you just sell
$9
chicken?
Plates.
Nice.
It all started just being like, fuck it, like that's cheap, and you get like a decent amount of chicken and potato rings and all that shit. $9.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about full, like whole chicken. Like it's almost like a third of a chicken. Like in any store, you would be getting. I mean, any restaurant, you'd be getting taxed like $25 for that. What you say? Like at least 17 to 20 for that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For the
if it's
one
like a
third
whole
of, or one half of, I mean not one half of a chicken, but 1/3 and then 1/2 and shit like that.
Yeah, like I mean, like, 'cause think about it, like even at like a fucking, if you go to a Renaissance fair and you get a turkey leg, they'll charge you fucking $15 or $20.
Oh, I know, right, for one of those. Yeah, it don't just gotta be a rent. If you go to any fucking event, they got a turkey. They do.
$9.
That should be expensive nowadays. You can't even. I can't even. It's so hard even going out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's why, and it's at an open mic. So feel me, $9. No holiday. It never changed.
It really, like,
even if the menu changes and we spend more on it, we still $9, bro. Feel me? Because it's like $9. I'm telling you, you're getting fucking fed, bro. Like Taco Bell ain't giving you $9 like that, baby. You feel me? I'm telling you, not even in that box.
There's no deal at Taco Bell.
Yeah, southern shit.
No combination.
Yeah.
Well, for real, like even around here, because like maybe where I'm from, you could get a decent amount for $9 at the right place. But like for the most part, you're going out and you're getting groceries, and that's how you're cooking for $9. Like that's the only way you're getting dinner for $9. Like you aren't gonna go out to eat and get a big ass dinner for $9. Most places you go anywhere in the country.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's a good deal. And the thing what's cool, I was gonna say what's cool about it is because you do it at the open mic. I have to imagine that like it automatically just
the smell-o-vision be going in and they be drunk, especially Power Hour. So like. Hey, back in my day, when I first came up here 9 years ago, open mics and shit used to, and I don't know if this camera's looking at me, but I want to make sure that y'all understand. Comedy used to be so fucking fun. And that's okay because it's not always okay to drink and shit like that or whatever, and most new comics are sober, but bro, at least fucking make it fun. We used to be lit, like, I'm telling you, just like all night, like, one that just kept going. Now every open mic or whatever, and shows are different, and I love shows, and everybody loves shows gets booked. But as far as open mics, bro, y'all ain't gonna get nowhere if y'all not having a good time and bonding and not talking about your fucking jokes every 5 fucking seconds. You gotta fucking talk for real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit down, you gotta dust each other, learn about each other. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think people do that so much anymore?
No, hell no. I mean, maybe, but they're fucking weird. I'm telling you, bro. And not saying it's because it's sober shit. I'm just saying, like, still, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. The mics are so quiet, and they're just like, it's like a fucking library or something. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Support your people. You know what I mean? Like, bro, laugh, all that shit. You know, it's just different. It's like everybody worried about themselves, which is fine, but none of us can make it out of here without everybody together, you know?
I think the only way
stupid.
you can like change it is by like leading by example. That's kind of why I like doing all these things. Like even with the podcast, like it allows me to interact with comedians and like a comedy community in a way I couldn't do that if I was just making rap music and just doing that.
Yeah.
I could never do this.
Still talk to motherfuckers and be like, da-da-da.
Yeah.
Know?
But it's what you're talking about. That's what I'm saying. Like you kind of have to like show people how to do it because like people are like weird about shit.
Right.
They don't talk to each other.
Yeah, and take fucking advice, right?
Yeah.
Like I want my homies when I get off stage to be like, you fucking suck. You get what I'm saying?
Tell me, please.
I don't want 10,000 of these things. What do they be doing? Like, tell me you fucking suck. The other fucking week, I kept saying laundry. I was like, they stole the laundry mat. I'm like, and they took our laundry mat. They stole the laundry mat. Whole time, it's supposed to be laundry hamper, and nobody fucking corrected me on that. I could have said that for the rest of my life. No wonder nobody got the fucking joke, because I'm talking about they stole the laundry mat. Not the laundry hamper, the laundry. So they had to literally pick up a building and fucking, bro, fucking roast me. Be like, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Because then when people tell you about yourself, you always remember that. And when you're on stage, you go, even, you know, well, you rap, but like comedy, it's like as soon as you into one thing, your mind already ticking on another thing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you got your lineup just like you would in a rap. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then like
that's kind of the trick is to not get ahead of yourself.
Those things come in, right? And those things come in like slow down. Like right now, articulate. You know, I know they can't understand what I'm talking about. Slow down. Articulate, like get serious. And hey, laundry mat, you dumb bitch. I mean, laundry hamper, you dumb bitch. That's gonna hit my mind. You feel me?
Yeah.
But if nobody tells you that, and everybody just fucking salutes you and says good job, I'm like fucking weak ass. It's weak.
Yeah.
For the bitches.
I know what you're talking about. I mean,
but not
like
every place, but a lot of them that I've found.
Well, I think like you're only gonna find so many people that are like really, like genuinely wanting to support you like closely, like people who really believe in you. Like, I think that's just kind of the natural way about it.
Yeah,
like people kind of naturally come
competition.
along that really, really believe in you, and they like are like you just find them. If you're looking for them, you'll find them. But a lot of people just aren't that way. You can't even blame them because it is competitive.
It is competitive, and
Yeah.
everybody wants to make the top of shit. But
to me, it's like, you know,
yeah.
you actually get. It works in your favor if you work with other people more. Like it works so much better for you.
Oh yeah, because
especially
then you can,
as a comedian, because
well.
everybody's producing shows and shit, and that's how you meet people and get on shows because you just have friends. you make friends.
Oh, unfortunately,
That has to be how it works.
Some people got the wrong friends out there. Nah, that's not
Don't we all though, man?
But the same with like rap too, right? Or whatever, music.
Yeah.
So what do you do with the mics?
For me, like, what do you mean? In what way? Like just
how
like
do
when
you
I'm
get
there.
out? What do you do? Like what's around the city?
So really,
Because I'm finna start rapping. I'm just like,
Hey,
you would
let me
believe
clue
that.
you in.
They've been waiting on this, bro. I'll be honest. Hey, just let them know. Ruse and Emily coming out. The motherfucking comedy scene gonna wait on this shit.
Yeah.
We finna,
Ruse and Easy
Easy
E.
Baby, I got that tattoo.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm just playing with you.
But you can.
I could if I wanted to. It's a free world. Fuck the free world.
Get on your neck. That'd be the best spot.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that right before we drop it.
Easy E all the way across.
But what's some of the links?
Well, what I was going to say is
Not like that, just curious.
I haven't even really, it's so funny because my natural strategy was like, I went to the open mic at the Glenwood because I think I saw it was all arts. And so that's why I went there.
For sure.
But like, I just performed there, and I think they don't usually have music there, but because I did it, they started doing it more there. And then Red Room, they let me do music there. So I went to Red Room, but nobody really does music in there either.
Yeah.
And
no.
then,
It's kind of all that. even live entertainment on this side of the city is kind of hard to find sometimes, I feel like.
Well, that's what I'm getting at, is because really it seems like naturally it just falls into place, because when I was looking up music open mics, I couldn't find a whole bunch of them. And I think there's a list I took a screenshot of on Reddit where there's a few. But yeah, it's not a whole bunch. It's not like you'd think it's a fucking big city. You'd think it's like all these comedy open mics where there's like 2 or 3 a night and you could find a whole bunch of them. But it's not. It's like one every day at some places. Really, I'm better off just like making my own. Just going to a bar.
And that's why you kind of been to the mics and shit as well. Just because, fuck it. And they ain't going to tell you no.
Yeah.
And you kind of make it funny. You learn how to like introduce, like when I first met, that was crazy too. Oh yeah, and then oh yeah, and you had brought everybody's shit back, and that just mind blows people, don't it? They're like, "What the fuck?"
That worked so well. So that was like, I went to Power Hour. Is what she's talking about.
You
Power
can
Hour.
use that shit, and that's good, bro.
It for me, like, it's because again, I have to kind of like, it's the same thing as comedy, where it's like I have to like. The reason it's funny that it falls into place that way, where I go to these comedy shows, is because I think what I do makes sense to a comedian, and especially with the freestyles too.
Yeah.
Like, especially because I did the callback thing. Like, I'm glad that came to me to do that.
Through. We were like, what the fuck?
I did that again.
Not only are you good, but you're like funny and freestyling right now. Fuck yeah, or something. You're like, hey, yes, I do. Like I'm like, I said that. Callback, yeah. And comedy's a lot about callbacks. That's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Callbacks and like word usage and like just about taking your time and using it wisely, and I think all those things. So if like you're a good performer and you can really take hold of the energy in a room and put it in a certain direction, people notice that, and I think that's what works about it. And I think a great comedian does that, exactly that. They go on stage and they can kind of use their personality to guide a room in a certain direction.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like
and
hypnosis
that's gonna benefit your ass too, because you know you can and then you get in your clips and put them out, and you can kind of do both. Like you can either be like dead serious about like, this is my music, this is how, you know, my feelings, my pain, you know, whatever the fuck. I haven't listened to your like real, you know, what you're talking about music, but or you can also be like, and I'm a fucking musical comedian. There's so many of them, you know what I'm saying? Like lyrical comedian. Bang bang.
I'm a spiritual lyrical miracle,
so you have like 2 wide openings. You feel me? Which is more than any of us have. Yeah,
it makes me meet
3.
you guys.
Yeah, that's 3. Yeah, fuck it. God damn, triplets.
Yeah, I got fucking triplets. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm about to have babies.
That's what you want to really do, is just open your things. It's like, I fucking hate sketch comedy. I hate like, not like that, but we do. What's that shit called? Reels. And I enjoy making them and stuff, but like that's very much not me. But now it's all about like followers and stuff. So I feel like you have a very good platform that you're definitely gonna bust off on. You have 3 platforms right now.
Yeah,
that's what's up, bro. Hell yeah, man.
Thank you. Hey, right back at you though. I mean, 9 fucking years so far with comedy.
No, I do okay, man.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to maybe getting a little bit more out on the road than I am. So. Because this year, once this lease is up that I was telling you about in 831, August 31st, 831, I sound like I was saying something, like a number. 831, because I know that opportunity is going to open up for me because I have a car that's waiting on me. That way I can move more and not be so constrained. And the road is where the money's at and the exposure's at. Mostly the exposure. I'm just...
I mean, you are like,
get out of the
I'm
city
sure
more.
From being here though, you like there is, you've probably spent a lot of time expanding in the city, right?
Oh, for sure.
So you say this with that experience
for
in
sure.
mind.
Yeah. Like I've done pretty much everything. Like I've hit all the. Like when I was young, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, these things that they want to do, shows or showcases in the cities and this in the city and this." And it's like, I've marked off all those boxes, and like they're great and they're fun, but there's so much more, you know? It's like there's so much more, and just like weekends and hotels, and just like it's the road's funner, I've learned. So I'm ready to maybe kind of.
I think it probably not broadens your horizons, but it probably like like just being around a bunch of different people around the country as a comedian, that's probably really good for you.
Yes, and you learn more because here, once you base in the city, once you base in Chicago, I'm a Southern lady in Chicago, so it's so fucking mind blowing. But like,
you can
I'm
see the
talking about
difference.
Southern shit, but I'm talking about Chicago. So then when I go on the road and say I'm down south, I can't talk about Chicago. Nobody fucking knows anything about this. The Southern people only go more south. They're going to Florida, okay? Like, so you can't talk about this shit or they automatically fucking hate you. So for the past almost decade of my life, now I have to reword into other ways and root back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like try to make it make sense in a different way. So instead of saying the red line, I got to find out what their fucking local fucking bus is. Yeah, or their local. Right, I was trying, like, you have to just, and that is more learning than it is to know how to come out and kill a city crowd every night because you are just a tad bit different, and that's just funny off the drip. The road makes me work more for that, and I just want to keep working. Feel me? So
yeah. It keeps you on your toes, right?
Yeah, I know how to handle Chicago, bro. I want to go handle other things now.
I feel like that's I just wonder, like, going all over the place. I remember I heard one comedian say once, like, what he does is when he goes to a new town, he'll go and he'll talk to everybody. Like, he'll try to talk to the people that live in the town and, like, see how they're thinking there, which I feel like that's, like, one of the best possible things you could do.
Right.
Like, just see how people think, because people are going to be different
just
everywhere.
Talk to them, and don't mention nothing. That's what number one fuck up people do is they be like, I'm a comedian. No. Just talk to them. Don't even fucking say that shit. Just get into a regular conversation, at the bar or whatever. Even getting Skittles at a fucking Kroger's. Like, just like, the line's long as hell. You're right. And then you're going to see how that person reacts because some people will talk back and be like, or some people are going to be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just see, And that's another concept is that everywhere you go, you need to at least latch on to one thing about the city, which I definitely agree with real quick.
Oh, I've never heard that.
You
That's
know what I
cool.
mean? Like when you get there, just observe one thing. Or that's why I was like, the rule is you're supposed to know two things about everything.
Okay.
That's why he was like, Flint. I'm like, dirty water. What else? He was like, murder. But then when I said first 48, he was like, and I was like, well, if not, then that wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? But there's other cities. Birmingham, Alabama, Louisville, you say first 48, they're like, yes! And it's the simplest thing. But all you got to know is one thing. Two things about everywhere. Flint, Michigan. Y'all probably got weed for cheap, right?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! Yeah, anything that makes people feel heard and,
weed's a good one. Weed's a good one.
At the end of shows, and usually not like that, but one thing I learned is like, make the conversation about them.
Yeah.
Like when people approach you, and not like that, and people be like, oh, great set. Regular people, not just comedians. And make the conversation about them. Say, yeah, what's your name? Who you here with? Get to know them. And ask them, that makes them feel important. And they are important, but I'm saying, and then you have a better, chance of them being like, I want to follow you on social media. Versus being like, follow me on social media, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you like, oh, this is your sister? Oh, yeah, especially these smaller towns and places. Oh, yes, make them feel more important than you. Yes. And then they're like your lifetime fans. They reach out to you and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's actually interesting if you give them the microphone, as you would say, or the floor. So.
Yeah. I think that it's something you're right. I think it's something that some people do naturally. Some people have to figure that out. I think, sometimes I'll miss it, but for the most part, it's what I do is hard to pull off because I have business cards and I always give them to everybody. Okay.
No, I got business cards. I have business cards, bro. Those aren't going to work anymore. They wake up the next day and they go, who the fuck is this? And
But it's my
so
that's what I'm saying.
You got to
It's
get
my,
their phone up then and now.
No, you're right. That's
then
right.
and now.
That's right.
Just say
I
follow
do
me, I'll
both.
follow you back. Yep.
I do both. I give them the card and I say, hey, you got Instagram.
You
like,
ever
let me
had
follow you
people
right now.
like do like you ever like ask a woman or do and then the spouse gets mad like no.
Oh no, but if they
That
did,
gets
I'd be
weird.
like, I'd just be
Yeah,
like,
I know. I'm just like looking for support. I've had that happen. I think no, it wasn't the Red Room. Close to it though, the VR place.
yeah.
Up around here, but yeah, I'm like, yeah. Oh, and she was like, they both were like, you're so funny. I'm like, well, follow me. He was like, she'll pass. I'm like, all right, fucking bro. Like, but yeah, the business cards are cool, and then, but they literally, I have so many business cards. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
But this is what
who
I'm
the fuck
saying.
is this?
What I'm doing is what it is like, it's that thing. Like if you're enough of like a human being, like if you have that human element within you, if you can pull it off and just be like a person to people, they will take your business card.
No, yeah, for sure.
You have to be cool.
No, I agree.
And like you have to kind of do what you said. You have to like ask them about them and elevate them and make them
Yeah.
feel important. And what you said too about like them remembering that, like that's so true too, because even with fucking like TikTok Live, like I'll go on TikTok Live and that's where
yeah.
it made me sad that TikTok was going to disappear just mainly because of this reason. Because like I'll have, with Instagram Live, it's only people who already really follow you. That's kind of how
Right,
it is.
but for TikTok, it's
Everybody.
yeah.
Exactly. And
I think I might
sometimes you'll
have
get a
that.
lot of people. What were you going to say?
No, I'm saying I think they might say I can go live. I never
It's up
do
after
that,
1,000 followers. That's what it
Oh,
is
yeah, I
on
got
there, I
it
think.
down.
But I'm telling you, like, what's cool about it is that because I've had people who follow me from TikTok Live, and I can even think of like
Right.
individual names of people who will show up in my TikTok Lives only there,
Right.
and it's like
And
those
they're here
people
to see
exist
you.
there.
Yeah.
And they remember that, like all those times I acknowledge them and I remember their names and I say things to them. I was
Right.
just thinking about this like the other day, like dude, there's these people named Danny and Marty, and they've been in my lives for the last like 2.5 years, and I've
Yeah.
never heard their voices before.
Yeah.
But I've talked
you
to
have
them.
a relationship with them. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. 1,000%.
But
yeah.
that it's like doing that all the time, having that mindset that you can like, because to me that's the whole fucking point of all of this. Is I'm
Right.
just trying to make a difference for
Right.
people.
And
I'm trying to make a
yeah.
difference in the way that
Make
I
'em-
can.
Yeah, and you definitely music makes all the difference. Like
Comedy makes a
The
difference.
last thing I want to hear is comedy. Okay, but music is my jam. But you know what I'm saying. But it's probably vice versa, right? You're like, I mean, I know you love music, but every once in a while you want to put on comedy. Me never. But
That's funny.
it's like, yeah, and I forgot what I was gonna say, but people just like it's relatable, you know, as long as you're relatable, and that's why I try it. Like I don't people be like, oh, I'm sure they be like, hey, I ain't got no punch, but I be killing because I'm talking about your mom, your sister, your brother, not yours like but ours, right?
Yeah.
Mine. And so mine's probably a lot like yours and shit like that. And all it was built off of is fans. And so, like, to build that fan base is so fucking hard. And then you have TikTok and shit. And I have TikTok. And it's like, wham. Dude, I have TikTok. I have over 1,000 followers. Thank you so much. But they're for my dad. They love my dad.
Hell no.
Fucking, yeah. Like, they love every video I post to him just goes fucking AWOL. Or whatever it's called. It's like, da, 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 da. I'm like, what? Because he's a whole fucking redneck.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's just the building the fans is weird.
It is weird. What's so weird about it is that it's one of those things that's so new. It's
Right.
so relative. Like you forget how new it is. It didn't used to be like that. With comedy, you can observe it in this peculiar way because as comedians, like now so many comedians have podcasts and all this, whereas before it used to be about like having a special through HBO
Right.
or being on
Comedy
like a show
Central,
on TV.
exactly.
The
now
whole
it's all
career path is
yourself,
different.
yourself.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
bro? And it's like literally when I reach or say they reach out, they can reach out to me and say, hey, I got your, somebody get it. Would you be down? I'm like, yeah, I'm down. They be like, can you send me some more handles? I'm like, and so you literally want to see that I have 1,000 versus somebody that has 25,000. But guess what? I could be 25,000% better than them.
Yeah.
But because they have that showing on their thing.
And it's all like
Yeah,
I look
it's
at it like
but
a,
if I rounded all my fucking fans up for real, and was like, hey, y'all come on. If I had literally 9 months to be like, this date, like you would do in a special album, bro, that bitch is finna be sold the fuck out.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's not exactly about the follower count, right?
The follower count's crazy. Now everybody in motherfucking Maine is gonna be coming to my shit. I can assure you, right? Or whatever they're at in the world.
But people who book things or people who produce things, I'm sure they just naturally think that way. That's the frustrating part about it, because really, like, the whole follower count thing, what's so dumb about it, I look at it like social media, dude. It's like a slot machine. I know it is, because I've posted things for so long on this fucking thing. I know for a fact the things I post are good enough just based on like the like to view ratio. Like, I know, like, fucking TikTok caps me at like about 1,000 views unless it decides.
And then they want you to buy more. They say that they fucking just wrote me and said, your video is progressing aggressively. Would you like to pay to? And then they shut the views down, bro.
And then, like, it got worse and worse.
And I'm like, am I tripping?
When I remember back in the beautiful golden days that I didn't even know I was in, it was like 2012, and I was posting music on Facebook, on my rap page on Facebook, and I was advertising on there, and it was like $10 for 1,500 views, and it was like organic views. It might have been even like 2,000 to 3,000 views. $10. And now if you pay $10, you're gonna get like 500, 400 views.
I know. They're like, do you want to take it to 1,200? It's like, it would get to 1,200 if you didn't block my shit and ask me to pay.
Yeah. And like, that's the problem, is they even with TikTok Live.
Fucked.
TikTok Live used to be like, you go live and the people who are watching your live, for one, it promotes your posts, so your posts get more views, because the live is like, people will scroll and see your posts and it'll tell them that you're live, so like it keeps people on the app. It makes sense if you're TikTok. Right. But they changed it, so now you can advertise your live, and they're trying to get people to like ask people on the lives, hey, like, send in gifts. And TikTok takes 50% of the cut for every gift that someone sends. So it's all about them making money off the live, rather than it just being about going live.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And so, like, you go live and, like, they want you to fucking pay. They want you to pay for your live to get more views. And it's
so they're stealing all our money.
Yeah. Like, why?
Everybody's money.
Why? And that's all social media. So
I don't give a fuck that much. I'll be honest.
Well, the reason
I really don't give a fuck that much.
Me neither. But the reason I bring it all up is because it's all connected to that fucking follower count and all that bullshit. Because in the end,
for sure,
people win that lottery and they get all these views, and they get one. Like, I have a couple videos that have like hundreds of thousands of views.
Making dinner for my child as a 28-year-old mother.
Yeah. And that's
they
like
make
2 million.
like fucking weenies and noodles and out of the can, and like, what the fuck? And then they put it in a tray with like frozen green beans, and they're like, it's so fucking stupid.
And it makes me think too, like, when I see shit like that, it makes me think, okay, so like, it's not about like talent or skill or any of that. Like, it's really not about that. Like, you know,
like
it's just about, it's just random, just luck of the draw a lot of time. But also, it's like, you know, it makes me think too, it's because random shit like that gets so popular. Like, I'm sure you've seen the We Bring the Boom, like Walmart Kid and all that. Like, have you seen these things? Oh man, yeah, you gotta check that out.
I have no idea.
We'll show you that exclusive after the podcast. But it's just like stupid shit that gets popular just because of the internet. You know, in that there's a freedom in that, at the very least. You can like get away with really doing whatever you want and being whoever you are. And like, you know, nowadays more than ever, like there is a freedom in knowing we all can download a social media and just make an account and just start posting whatever the fuck we do, and like people can find us. So that is cool. The problem is that like everybody has to be their own manager. Like again, with comedy, with music.
I'm not good with that, right? Yeah, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to do the thing. Right, you're here to do the music. You're here to
it's
rap.
like a second job.
I'm here to fucking tell the jokes. Like, I'm not here to do all that other shit.
Yeah.
Back in the day, people like, we want you. We'll do that shit. We just need you. It ain't like that no more.
Yeah.
And it changed so quick. Like, definitely in my time. Like, take all that shit, definitely in my time. And now motherfuckers hit TikTok, and then they're on the road with big-ass comedians, and it's like, you know, because they be like doing dumb shit.
I mean, music's the same way.
And I have a catchphrase too, bang, bang, but it's like one catchphrase, and it's like, oh my God, they're selling out. And they're like, bang, bang. And everybody's like, right, bro.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of
Calm
catchphrases.
down. Yeah, you got anything else to say besides okay? Right, they just keep going bang, 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 bang.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, because that's again, like, that's what I was gonna say. Is this kind of the same thing with music? It's like I think that people have gotten like accustomed to like with music, the reason that like stuff will get popular on TikTok or these streaming services or whatever, like how they get big on these short videos, I should say, is because it'll be a short section of the song that gets popular. And it's like with comedians, like even with fucking, you can look at it with like somebody like Matt Rife. He gets super popular because he has these videos that go viral of him doing crowd work, and he literally becomes the crowd work guy because of those videos.
No, which is a great skill to have.
Exactly.
But
there's nothing against him, but like
do we
it
know
became
who you
him.
are, right?
Yeah. And he's way more than that, but that's what he became, is that guy. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure. And I'm not here to hate on him at all.
No,
I
me
don't
neither.
give a- Yeah,
I'm just
I
saying,
know
like-
crowd work comedians, but sometimes I wonder who they are. You know what I'm saying?
he did a whole crowd work special.
No, and
though.
he's fucking rich as fuck. I
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. But sometimes when
Matt will have you on the podcast.
Yeah,
You can
hey.
explain yourself on this couch.
he'll have you on his mic.
But for real
This
though,
could be you.
yeah, look at that with a Mountain Dew. This could be you next to Mountain Dew.
I need some of that.
I would the reason I even say it though is just because that's how it goes. Like it's random shit you post on your social media. Like it's all just it's as a comedian, like you don't even know. You don't even know what the shit you're gonna get popular for is, and you don't even want to play into that.
Stupid shit.
And it's so
I know.
stupid. Like in the end, you're so
It'd be
many
the
different
stupidest
things.
thing,
Yeah. It can be anything that gets you popular. It could be the dumbest shit ever. Yeah. So and I mean,
Just keep doing it.
Just keep doing it, though, right? Yeah.
Fucking content creators for life.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, some of them are fun. Like the ones I enjoy having fun with, I always just put on my story. You know what I'm saying? Like for 24 hours or whatever. And then when it's like, put it on there, it's like bogus, you know? And it's different. Do you take it throughout platforms as well? Like, do you put it Facebook, Instagram, TikTok?
Snapchat even.
Yeah, no, I've banned off Snapchat because I posted a picture of a mushroom. Swear to God, I had that thing since I was 16 years old.
Wow.
All my memories, they were like, you can download it, but you're done. Because I had a picture, I put the mushroom into a cup on a scale.
Still though.
And it was like 6 grams, one mushroom. Like, and they blocked me. That's AI, bro. Wasn't nobody watch my shit. But do you take it across platforms? Because other ones, sometimes like TikTok will boom, and then Instagram or Facebook like, wham. Or sometimes Facebook will be like, wham. And then Instagram be like, wham. And TikTok will be like, meh.
Yeah, it's random.
It's fucking weird.
With
yeah,
that same
the
randomness.
thing. Yeah, it's like playing your odds
it's the same
across the
fucking
board.
video.
Right. Yeah.
Like you don't even know, because it'll be the same exact video and it'll do great on TikTok, and then on YouTube it goes nowhere.
But TikTok, like you said, is different because it is such a
all over the place. Yeah.
broad. Yeah.
Instagram, yeah. I mean, Instagram's like that for the most part with everything. Yeah. I mean, TikTok is more broad than that, but in that too, like it is kind of random because you never know if it's gonna show it to the right people. Like, and like I never know like what the fucking rules are, which drives me nuts. Like, could they just tell me how many hashtags I'm supposed to put on things and like with a
6, 5.
Yeah, but they never tell you. It's
And
just
then
like
they
random
take
shit.
my shit off because I have alcohol bottles. So at my house, I have, say it's a fifth, I have taped off the logo, everything. So you can tell it's the shape of an alcohol bottle.
Yeah.
And TikTok will let me post it as long as it doesn't have labels. Like I'm telling you, all labels, I just put black tape over. You feel me? So it's basically like 4 Roses bottle, but the front's taped off, back's taped off. For sketch wise, because as soon as I post a sketch, they say I'm trying to, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's it called? You try to get little kids to do shit.
No, I know what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
annoying because like I'll be
They think that I'm trying to get little kids to
distribute
drink
or possession or like
something. And smoking cigarettes too. I can't smoke in none of my TikToks. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Or they take them off.
I know on YouTube, it's funny because I know on YouTube there's a guy who does cigarette reviews. So I know YouTube you can get away with cigarettes.
Oh yeah, for sure. But then on YouTube you have but I might have not done that. I might have clicked for everybody on TikTok, but on YouTube, my shit's for like 18 or 21 up. Every clip I put, it asks, is it marketed to children? I say no.
But I think that's just like
what
YouTube
it's like,
Kids,
marketing to, TikTok,
just like,
they say I'm marketing to children or whatever.
Is it though? That's what I don't get. Like, is it?
Do you have
an
uncle that smokes cigarette? Like, I'm not even smoking. Like, no. It's not even about that. Like, the video's not even about that. You know what I mean? But it's just, even if it's in there.
There's weed people on TikTok. That's what makes it confusing,
that's weird.
too. They
I know.
exist.
And they fucking stole my whole Snapchat. They got me fucked up off a mushroom. It was Halloween. I said, it's about to be a spooky night. That's what happened. Then I put it in the scale, and that bitch was like, what I say, like 5 grams? Then they took me off. And then I tried to go back on there and say that was for food, Portobello. And they denied my request and said, you better get your data. And I cannot even download Snapchat on my phone. Because I just got this phone. So they have like my whatever IP or whatever that would be called on the phone.
Yeah.
But essentially, like, you get what I'm saying? So it's blocked. Until I get a new phone, I cannot get Snapchat.
You can't. Oh, because that phone in particular.
It's like barred, yes.
Damn. Wow.
I
I didn't know they
reason-
did it like that. So your whole phone is just banned from Snapchat. Is how they do it. You need a whole separate phone.
I had a whole separate phone that I was using for
the SIM card, then maybe.
I was using it for the separate phone I was using it for. I re-downloaded an account on my mom's number, and I would just use it at home with the Wi-Fi. It didn't have a SIM card in the phone.
Oh, okay.
I'd use the Wi-Fi and it would work, but I'm like, this is not what Snapchat is about. Like, Snapchat is me doing like the most ignorant shit of my life, and like it's not 500 people viewing my story. You get what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's me. Like, I would like, we could do a dab right here, and I would put it on Snapchat. I'm not putting a fucking doing a dab on Instagram. My mom's gonna think I'm like doing dope. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I can be blacked out, like,
and then one mushroom.
Sucking it. One mushroom, bro, came to bite me in the ass. It was Halloween night.
That's crazy. Considering all the other things you probably put on there.
All those memories, bro.
Yeah,
they literally stripped that from me. And when you are like TikTok and shit, I don't give a fuck, because think about it, they took everybody's Facebook, everybody's Instagram, all those pictures, all those years.
I lost my Facebook.
Yeah, did you?
They took it from me.
For
what? And I never went to Facebook jail or whatever they call it. Like, that never happened, you know? Like, I posted some dumb shit, but like, they never ever did I go to like, just like stupid shit. Like, dude, it was like at that point in time, it was right around like late 2020 when like everyone had been locked inside for long enough to like go crazy enough.
You don't have to
and so like I was just deep into like politics, dude. So I'm like posting like I remember at one point
you don't have freedom of speech. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Take it down.
Well, pretty much, right? But I don't know what it was though is the thing, because I had posted like all kinds of things that were like, oh my God, guys, like your freedoms, they're taking your freedoms away. I remember when.
Fuck it. There's one on my Facebook you can look up right now. I got a gun out, bro. And I'm like, this motherfucker had me fucked up at Walmart. And I'm Southern. I'm like, before I even moved here, I'm like, he was talking about me being a faggot. I'm like, little do he know I'll shoot your ass right now. I'm dead ass. They never took that one down. They will after this comes out, I'm sure.
Yeah, they'll find it.
The algorithm.
But it was so dumb because, again, nobody had ever reported anything. And so nothing got took down at all. And then, like, just one day I go to log in and it says I violated some rule and, like, my whole Facebook account is gone.
I'd be pissed.
And I can appeal it.
Think about that.
Nah. And you look at the rule and it's just some vague-ass rule. And you know it was just some, like, algorithm that decided.
But that's why we miss photo books. Like, that's what Facebook and shit is intended to be. You know what I'm saying? Instagram was intended to be just, like, pictures.
Yeah.
When it all started, you know what I mean?
Until everything became TikTok.
Yeah, so like your whole like, and think about people that have children and stuff, and they, photo all that, and then all of a sudden, in the blink of a fucking eye, your whole everything of your child's youth, or you know what I'm saying, is gone, or or my youth, or who gives a fuck, whatever your business is on there, literally in 1 second, they can say you're done. All that's gone. And I mean, of course, you can get on there and download and this and that, but
No, but like physical
everything
copies,
from
though.
your life is fucking, you know what I'm saying, for the past, shit, my Instagram probably goes into, I want to say 2013, 2014,
Yeah.
maybe. So that's a good chunk of 11 years right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the beginning of my story is like my ex-girlfriend. You get what I'm saying? Not that that matters, but just life. You feel me? Like, it's my life.
Yeah.
And in 1 minute, they could be like, you're done. You never get to see any of this again. And so that's why I kind of keep it all up, too. Like, I don't really give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
But if you're in the fucking pic, you in the pic, bitch. You are done.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, like,
Dude, they could turn our phones off. I have an iPhone. I'm sure Android the same. In a second, they could disable my phone.
yeah. How would they do that?
I don't know, but I'm sure they fucking could.
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do they send Amber Alerts to my phone? How do they fucking do anything to my phone?
You know, I think that's fun.
How do they know that my face is my face? You get what I'm saying? I'm sure they can be like, meh, lock her out.
Yeah. The question is when. The question is when's it going to happen? When they're going to start locking us all
Which
out?
I'm not tripping because the best thing about me, I don't trip off that shit because I love life on the outside. Like, I'm very much like, I love like crosswords and I'm like, I love to draw. Yeah, this shit is like not me. I said I have big TV, but it's never on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm busy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, with what you said about like photo books too, like it's, I was going to say, like, it's about like, you forget how valuable like not digital things, but like physical copies of things are. Like
Yes,
taking a picture
hard
and having
copies.
a physical
Yes,
copy.
hard copy.
Like with reading books. With books, that's a good
hard
way to
copy.
remember. Like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's nice to read a book. Like, not stare at my phone screen and read shit. But
You'd
like
have to
a
fucking
book
burn that,
and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
read and fucking process all this. It's a whole different experience.
And yeah, and through time as well. Like, I don't know, but like when I go home, sometimes my mom be like, we finna put the VHSs or the fucking damn littler ones and that.
Yeah.
Should they even have
VCR,
the slides? Yeah, the slides sometimes. And it's like, but that is always, unless this fucking house went up, and you know what I'm saying, in the fire and flame, nobody can take that from you. But I'm sure in a second they can just switch a flip and be like,
Yeah.
there goes the last 15 years of your life, you know. But like I said, I don't really give a fuck. They can take that from me, but think about people with kids, you know, or being a child, and you like to see you as a kid with your parents, or you like to see your grandfather, right? Yeah, or your grandma in old videos and shit. So that's what we've went to, and now it's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't happened like
They
once.
showed us that they can do that really quick.
Yeah.
So I think that's the scariest part.
Well, you know,
I read the message. I was high as fuck. I did a mushroom show that night. Boy, they gave us a gram of mushrooms, and we had to do 30 minutes. Oh, God. But long story short.
That was the show?
Yeah, 30 minutes
Like,
apiece.
that was like the idea for the show is everybody had to do a gram?
But no, it was only 3 comedians.
But still.
all the audience took a gram too. So, but long story short, when that was happening, I was trying to get home, bro, and I'm like, I couldn't even I couldn't find any music I like because I'm so fucking hot, and all I see is TikTok and everybody. I'm like, oh my God. So I click and it's like the U.S. fucking president. I'm like, Jesus. But in that does show you that could be fucking.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about when TikTok got banned the other day. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I thought it was so funny.
I was so fucking high, I didn't give a shit. But the next day I thought, like, damn, that's literally all it takes, man.
That's all it takes.
And they're like, hopefully, President, I almost said Bush, Trump, can cooperate. Like a bang gun. They should have put emojis. They should have made it funny.
I don't even know if, because I heard.
Porn is banned in Kentucky.
I heard that.
So I had went home. I just want to tell you this real quick.
Okay.
I went home and I never watched porn at all. Like, seriously, I'm a woman. Like, I do okay in, you know what I'm saying, in that field. And, like, it's not really my thing. But I had been home for 9 days for Christmas break and shit.
Yeah.
And so, and I was, like, staying with you know, I wasn't, like, getting out. And I wasn't fucking, you know, I'm not fucking hometown girls. That's the wrong move to make. I come back up here, and for once, I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling fucking freaky. I'm finna put on porn, man. Maybe once, twice a year. And that's on my mama. I mean, I can tell you anything else I do. I'm an open book, but I swear porn's just not my thing. I got a good imagination, okay? But I go on and bro, they done shut off because I still was tracking my phone from Kentucky. It was like the next day after 9 long days, bro. I'm like, I need something gotta get. I had to restart my phone to retrack it back to Illinois. And it was like, your governor, and it said that if you wanted to put your ID in, that wouldn't be safe enough. And it had like the hottest bitch in the world telling that. But I'm like, she's like, hello. She's like, she's basically in a fucking porn couch. She's like, hello. Your state's officials have decided like her tits are just almost out, like her nips are almost out.
Just to rub it in, you know.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like in a blink of a second, how the fuck do they know where I'm at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they can take anything from you.
Even
So
porn.
don't get too invested. Even fucking porn, man.
Yeah.
And I give shit. I ain't tried again, but
We'll figure it out. Get VPNs.
no, you just turn it off and on.
That's all you gotta do?
Well, when
If you're-
'cause, I
yeah.
was up there, so it had like my location and shit. Being in Kentucky, and so in Illinois it's legal. Just like voting. I mean, not voting. Gambling. So people will have people gamble in other states for them. So like, they'll Venmo you money to gamble for them, like on sports games and stuff.
Oh,
Because
I
you
didn't
know
that.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
didn't even know it
legal.
was illegal in certain
Yeah.
sports gambling was. Because sports gambling is a big thing. It's a
It
big
is.
like culture
And it's
surrounding
made
it.
it now. And now I think even they're paying college kids and everything now because they can't beat it.
I bet.
You know, all that crashed down on Louisville too. We have I don't have it on today. I should have. But we have a whole NCAA championship they took from us, honey. Because again, 2014. Because of 2013. 2013. But because it was you know what I'm saying, gambling, they were paying the players, and so now they've legalized that. So your kid will be paid at 18 to come play ball. So that because it makes so much money around the world, why not?
Yeah.
But they like took that, like, you know how you have banners, you go out, and they took that, like, that does not exist. You can look it up and they'll tell you that it got took, but it will not show that we won the March Madness. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Why doesn't it show it exactly? Like, why would they?
Because Louisville got took down for prostitution, gambling, paying off the players, like, and then playing, because they were like paying the parents, but they knew they had linked it back to the kids. And then this lady wrote a book about her kids working as prostitutes for the Louisville, basketball. So when the boys come up to scout, they basically fuck the shit out of them and be like, you want to go here?
Not a good look.
Yeah. But no, it's fine. Hey, bro, fuck it. If you're good at something.
Yeah.
I wish comedy was like that. Nobody's ever sat me down and be like, hey, listen here. You want to be here. Nobody's ever been like, trust me, you want to stay. You know what I mean?
I didn't even know they could just take that away. Like, they could just take it away from you guys just like that.
Because it was all illegal.
Oh. So what, they just give it to the other guy?
That's
They just say the other team
2013.
won?
2013.
And never since have we gotten back. And
But 2013. But I swear to God, but we all got the shirts and shit, and it'll say it. But if you look it up, it's like not a thing.
yeah.
Like years later, though, they had came back and like took it.
I feel like you shouldn't be able to do that. I feel like you just gotta like let history be
And
history.
you already know what it is. I mean, shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, does it count as cheating? Is that why they would do it?
I guess because you're like paying off the players in a way, and that's what it was. Essentially, I think it got something to do with Adidas and shit too. Like they was paying, like they had a sponsorship, but then they was paying, but they weren't paying the players. They was paying the parents. But then the kids was coming to school with the big ass Jeeps and and showing all the money because it's their money, but they could only pay their parents to get, their full ride scholarship there. So yeah. And then everybody was like, yeah, I think you're just like wrong because you're still paying them. You're just writing a check to the parents.
Oh man, if only.
Like some type of but yeah.
It could have worked out if they just didn't all get big cars.
Good for them. Right. And it's and Louisville, you're gonna take down a little city, go fucking get
hustle
these
somewhere
kids
else.
just barely made it, right? That's why they were like, wait, yeah, why are all the greats going to Louisville? What the fuck?
Something's like sticking out.
Yeah, something's wrong.
That is a good point. Like if you went to a city,
Oh, the best players are going to Louisville, Kentucky to play basketball.
hang on.
But I think it was a white kid that gave it up for him. I think he was white. Not that that matters, but
Broke the whole thing down.
yeah, he started balling out. Yeah, you gotta keep that shit between your moms, bro. Hey, once we baby. But he was like flashy.
Some people just don't know. It's like street knowledge, Some people just don't know that one. You can't. It's like what money laundering is for. Is that in particular?
Hey, dude, I love where I live because nobody ever tries to get me because I kind of look broke. Even though I could have better shit, I just like to look like that all the time. I just walk home. They shut the door. I'm like, all right, I guess I get my keys out now and get back in here. You can't get got.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I remember I was walking into a grocery store once and a homeless guy asked me for money and I said, no, listen, I'm broke too. I'm just in disguise. And he really liked that one.
Yeah.
He liked that one. But I mean, that's how I think about it. It's like, I'm just as broke as them. I'm just not, letting on sometimes.
Right. No, and I get all gaved out, dude. I give a lot. Like, not like that. I'm not. But I really do give so much. And I'm like, not so much, but it's like, I don't even have it, but it's like, these are my people. Like, I pass them every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. Like, I'm always, and then by the end of the day, I'm like, I can't. They like cigarette. I'm like, I'm all gaved out, bro. Like, I done gave out 14 cigarettes. That was my biggest trial and error when I came to Chicago. Because, of course, I'm like, you got $1, you got yeah, I got here's $2, and then all of a sudden you the broke motherfucker, and you're like, damn, well it's because I'm giving out $6 a day and 10 cigarettes, and 10 cigarettes I don't know if you know is about $12, so that's $22, so I have to definitely gave myself out, but I like short a lot of people, especially by my work and stuff downtown. Like everybody know I save all my roaches, like so I've learned how to do it frugally to still give, you know what I'm saying? And like clothes and shit, I'm always donate. I wrap them up in a bag, and I know exactly where people be at and alleyways and shit downtown, and where I can set them there and they can get them peacefully and go through it or whatever the fuck they want to do. It don't matter, white t-shirt, anything, and they're all washed. They might have some pit stains or whatever, but they're all fresh, and I save my roaches that I smoke my blunts. And I put them in a big old bag, and I always go set them out. Like, I'll put the bag where I know motherfuckers be at. You feel me? So, and they be clucking because they be looking for that shit. And so I'll set a big-ass bag of roaches.
Clucking. I was thinking it's like bird feeding almost.
30, yeah,
like food out for the birds.
No, because they like, all right, motherfuckers like, can I hit this? It's like, no, you cannot fucking hit. I am smoking right now. Like, you cannot. I'm not finna fucking share this with you. And people get pissed, too. Or like shorts, I definitely short cigarettes. But the roaches, I definitely make sure at my crib, every time I empty the ashtray, I don't empty it in there, but I take the roaches out, put them in a bag. And finders keepers, whoever gets that motherfucker, I'm telling you, by the time I take that bag downtown, bro, it's like this thick with roaches, bro. And I'm like, somebody's going to have a great fucking cup, like just smoking, because they smoke the ducks. They'll ask you for your duck. You get what I'm saying? Like your roach. They be like, can I have the roach? I'm like, hold on. Because it'd be brand, and you're like, and then they're like, waiting. I'm like,
Man,
Hold on.
it's like they hit the jackpot. How many roaches would you estimate? Like 30? You put 30 roaches
More
in there?
than 30.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
right now
50?
it's probably like more than 100.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and that's just little. I mean, I just smoke a lot at home. That's why.
That's a lot of roaches though. Because like
And it's
I
just
think,
me, but
yeah, still. Because like when I collect them, like I'll put them in like little pill bottles, but I think I've only gotten to like three pill bottles.
But
full.
are you ever gonna go back through them? Is a question.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
do.
do.
I like
See.
re-roll them. I make some second generation
See,
joints and shit.
yeah.
and-
No, that used to be my shit. I mean, I was young once, Ruse. White. I was young
Water.
once.
They call me Water.
Water. Listen here, Water. I was young once, but I always have weed, man.
Yeah.
That's like, I swear I could quit. You could give all that up, but just the weed, that's all I kind of need because that's my shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel like that with mushrooms. I feel like I could even give up weed and just do mushrooms and I would be happy enough. Because mushrooms
No,
really are
okay.
like
Mushrooms
my
are intense.
absolute favorite. They're intense, but like in the sense that they always give me a certain perspective that I may not have had
You come
otherwise.
out winning, yeah.
Yeah,
You come out winning.
I think marijuana is like that in a light way, but I think mushrooms just punch you in the face with that experience. and
Yeah,
that's
but
the big
see,
difference.
I don't wake up. I don't have a headache. I don't be sick and be like, you know what? Like, say I have a headache, I smoke a blunt. That shit relieves my headache. I never be like, I have a headache. You know what I'd like to do? Microdose mushrooms and go. Which might be not, but everybody has their own, food for taste. Or
What
whatever,
I'm saying
so.
though is like if I had to take everything else away and just do one,
I
I'd
keep
probably have to
weed
pick
only.
that first. Yeah,
Only weed.
weed would be the second choice for me. Like
And I am an alcoholic, but weed
Yeah.
for sure. All
why
day.
why
you can
is that
take
though?
that.
What do you think it is about weed that keeps you so connected to it?
It's just it just works for everything.
'Cause-
If I'm crying, I
Yeah.
quit crying. If I'm sad, if I'm hungry, I eat. It's just like literally medicine. And alcohol is fucking.
Yeah,
That's the opposite. It's like if I'm tired, it's gonna make me go to sleep. If I'm sad, it's gonna make me sadder. If I, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I mean, it gets me nice, when I get off work and shit. Ain't nothing wrong with a little fun, but no, weed all day, bro.
How do you
and-
feel about weed and alcohol together?
It just depends who I'm with and where I've been and where I'm going.
yeah.
But yeah, once you've been drinking a bit, then you hit that blunt, then you go all crossfade. I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Always, my whole life.
Yeah,
Actually, I've been like that. Even when I was young, like once I do that, I'm like, or it's either one or the other. When I was younger, I was just like, nah, I can't smoke because I'm be fucked up. But
yeah.
now I'm like, I'd rather go home.
Yeah.
Give me the blunt. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, now I know better. Like it'll literally put me to sleep. Like if I
Yeah.
do both, I will
And
fall
especially
asleep.
if you don't know what you're smoking and shit, you're out of there. And it wasteful. And like all that shit they talked about when we was kids, and they'd be like, does it take away from your time and your, addiction or whatever?
Yeah.
And so like with alcohol, I feel more unproductive than I do with weed.
That makes sense. Oh, yeah, no, that's why I don't like it. Because I feel like
weed's gonna be gone in like an hour. If alcohol, you either keep drinking or you're ready to go sleep, and you gotta sleep it off. Yeah.
That too is like alcohol. You kind of, it's like weed can kind of be that way, but alcohol is definitely more so. Where like you're kind of maintaining a level of like drunk. Like
Right.
if you have one drink, you're trying to keep that going, like ride
Exactly.
on that.
You gotta have 2 to 3 and then ride on that.
Yeah, yeah,
so.
and then you develop a tolerance, and you need a shit ton to ride on that because it ain't
Trust
just those
me, I
two.
know,
It was.
brother. Yeah.
I mean, like for me, like weed is my alcohol, though. Like I know addiction wise, like what I'm hooked on,
that's
it's weed
different.
for me. Like
Oh, really? I don't think
Yeah.
weed is addiction at all. I think
I
that's
just
love.
know it. I know I'm addicted to it, but I think people can get addicted to anything.
Right. Just like people are addicted to alcohol. It's the mind. It's whatever you feel. That's the feeling. You're not addicted to weed. You're addicted to the feeling.
Exactly how it makes me feel. Yeah, but like that's how you get hooked on fucking people. That's how you get hooked on.
I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 11 years old.
Yeah, that'll get you.
I'll be 30 this year. That freaks me out. Like right now, I'm like, I need a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Not really like I'm not gonna fucking die. I know that, but
yeah,
like. Last night, it was cold as fuck, and I'm like, I can't smoke a blunt. I can't smoke a cig. Like, I'm finna go home. Fuck that shit. I can smoke that.
I had to stop with the, like, I would just do backwoods all the time. That's all I would ever roll.
I don't fuck with backwoods.
Why not? Is it just too much?
I fuck with the games.
See, I fuck with those, but like when I got hooked on the backwoods, it's because the fucking nicotine concentration in those things.
It's like a spliff or something, right?
Dude.
No, my brother Doug does that. I have a brother Doug.
That's why people. I mean, like people who's good for him, good for Doug.
But he has to like roll it a specific way or something.
Yep,
I'm like, nah.
Because it's like you've got to pop the leaf open.
I'm like, bro, Doug.
Listen.
Fucking faggot. No, I'm just playing.
Listen, I'm telling you.
I hope he hears that. I'm just playing. He's the middle child. I joke with him too much. Love you, Doug.
But Doug does smoke the backwoods. That part is true.
No, for sure.
What I'm saying though is, I think Doug, he's having a good time. I'm not hating on his party. I'm proud of him. I was once in deep with the backwoods, okay? Because the backwoods are unlike any other. What it is like, it's literally like you're smoking basically a cigar. You're basically smoking a cigar with
tobacco
weed
leaf.
Yeah. And because of the way it's so fucking concentrated, it's like that shit will get you so like, dude, 5 hits off of that's probably the equivalent of like one whole cigarette. Like it just has to be.
No, the chemicals to get up in your brain.
And it's so funny,
the happy chemicals.
Whatever happy chemicals they are.
Nicotine.
Yeah, the nicotine happy chemicals. Yes, I am a doctor. And so with that, I have to imagine that like what the fuck was I gonna say? It's just funny because a lot of people who will smoke blunts all the time, they'll like say like they don't smoke cigarettes, like they don't smoke like nicotine. Like, bro, you are fucking basically smoking more nicotine than if you smoke cigarettes. If you're smoking fucking woods all the time, like if you're smoking backwoods, you are addicted to nicotine. You have to be.
Really?
Just like if you're smoking blunts all the time, you have to be a little addicted to nicotine. No, it's a blunt.
This ain't tobacco. The leaf is inside is tobacco.
There's the leaf not?
But this is a natural leaf cigar. What? I actually, when I quit cigarettes when I was about 17 years old, the first time I quit cigarettes, I asked my mom, I said, can I smoke blunts? She said, it's not the leaf. That's the tobacco. It's what's inside of it. But a good cigar, the leaves are made of tobacco. 1,000% correct.
So are you saying like with a Swisher Sweet?
A wood is not tobacco.
What?
Not the leaf, not the actual shell of it. No, sir.
What?
But yes, and any good cigar, any good like that motherfuckers are like going and watching fucking horse racing and smoking, definitely made of tobacco. That whole cigar is wrapped in leaves like this. You get what I'm saying? Essentially.
Oh.
And so is a backwood. But this is, inside of this is definitely tobacco.
What is the natural leaf then? Do you know what leaf they use?
Shit, I don't know.
What the fuck is the natural leaf cigarillos? What the fuck is the natural leaf?
I can assure you it's not nicotine.
Because like I know like that you can buy.
But this says obviously, but that's because inside. But I'm telling you the outside of this is not, but backwoods probably is because it's a full.
Oh,
that's
backwoods
why,
is, yeah.
Yeah, that's a tobacco leaf, like for real tobacco. So this is probably just like generic, just like everything has something generic, bro. That's probably what this is.
I never knew that. You're making a lot of sense to me right now. I'm thinking too like when I go I know at smoke shops they have like these I think they're called Kings or they have different sizes and you pack
the wraps.
them.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like they're like already like the shape of a cigar or like a pre-roll or whatever, and you just pack it and then like it looks like a blunt, but it says that it's not nicotine. I feel like I have one over there somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
it's just like artificial.
Yeah. But I guess you're saying they're all like that. What? See, I don't know. That might be why I don't like them.
Well, yeah, or like a major cigar, like an expensive cigar, that's like tobacco leaf for sure.
Because I just love me a fucking. That's why I gotta stay away from the backwoods because
nicotine.
it's so good. I imagine like the combination of that amount of nicotine with the weed. It's just it's deadly. It's deadly. That's why I gotta stay away. Yeah, I can't touch vapes. I can't touch none of that. I can't do it.
I don't fuck with vapes, none of that. They can figure out that I smoke cigarettes, and I ain't gonna lie, I smoked cigarettes since I was 11, and they'll figure out the data on the vapes. I still have time to quit. It's only been 19 years now.
Yeah.
I have to piss so bad.
Me too. I'm
so
glad
bad.
that you said something.
I've been thinking about it for like 30 minutes. I can't even talk right now.
All right, you piss, I'll piss, we'll all piss.
I have got to piss so bad. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
And we are back with your regularly scheduled programming, folks.
I hope that you got that. I'm like, you're like got done with some very heavy shit. And I'm like, I had to pee so bad. I couldn't even come back with anything because I was like, bad. It's the Mountain Dew, folks. This is Studio provides a Mountain Dew.
Yeah, we're trying to be professionals here. I say, do you want a Mountain Dew? Do you want a cherry Pepsi? Yeah.
Mountain Dew is a shit. Cherry Pepsi's also good as fuck with like Subway sandwich.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, fire. They have cherry Pepsi in Subways.
Good for them. They should.
Cherry
Pepsi's
Pepsi's
good.
different than cherry Coke too.
No.
But out of a fountain, cherry Pepsi smacks different.
Yeah, I could
So
agree with
good.
that. How about you? How you feel about like Pepsi with grenadine, like rather than
I'm not a huge grenadine.
you don't like
fan.
that? Cherry Pepsi. I kind of prefer the grenadine, to be honest.
You mean like Pepsi with grenadine?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But as I drink
That's
this
how
cherry
Steak and
Pepsi,
Shake do they shit, but it's Coke.
that's how who does it?
Steak and Shake. I worked there for like 6 years.
But do they tell you? Because they should
It's
tell you.
grenadine.
They should warn you. Like if you say, hey, do you guys have cherry Pepsi? They don't just say, yeah. You're supposed to say, yeah, but it's Pepsi with grenadine. You have to say that.
Well,
like
it
I
wasn't
feel
like
you
a
should.
thing. I think it was grenadine though. Ain't that the same thing?
Well, grenadine is like the syrup.
Liquor. Yeah. No, it is
Yeah.
syrup. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cherry
that's what it
syrup.
is.
Yeah, same thing.
But yeah, I feel like I like that more.
I like Sprite with grenadine.
Ooh, isn't that
And lemon
Shirley Temple?
Shirley Temple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are good. People call them kitty cocktails too.
Yeah. One time, this is random, but one time when I was younger, we were in Gatlinburg, and we went on me and my mom, I have 2 older brothers, obviously a mom and my dad, and we went on a hike. It was supposed to be a mile hike, and we got lost, and we're all kids, and my mom and dad could not find us back to the fucking road. We didn't know where we parked. We were all turned around. There's bears. It's like Tennessee. It's bears. Okay, I'm dead ass. The sun started setting, and we were all fucking. My parents were so scared, and long story short, we eventually saw headlights. So we found our way to the road, and that's when we found our way eventually back to our car. We were out there on a mile hike for probably 6 hours. And so we get back into town, and that's the first thing I had at Shirley Temple. I'll never forget that. The best Shirley Temple I ever did a day in my life. I was so thirsty. We were dehydrated. We had nothing.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have snack. Like, we were literally planning to be gone for like 30 hours, little mile hike. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro, but it went left real quick. My family's never been on a hike since then.
Trauma. Yeah. So that makes you really appreciate Shirley Temple then.
The Shirley Temple's fire with a little lemon, a little lime.
Oh, see, I never even
I
thought
think it's
about
just
that.
lime. I think Shirley Temple's the grenadine, Sprite, and lime.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I never even heard of that. I've just
Lemon,
just heard of the grenadine and the Sprite, but lime sounds amazing with that.
Oh, wait, it's a cherry and a lime.
Both?
Yes.
Oh,
You're
wow.
supposed to put if it's a fancy place.
That's the way to do it fancy.
Mocktail.
Ooh, I'm going to make myself one of those one of these days. Sounds nice.
What's your favorite childhood drink?
Chocolate milk.
Fire.
Gotta be chocolate
What
milk.
about strawberry milk?
It's all right. I
Like
mean,
chocolate milk for the win all day.
yeah, like strawberry milk's like okay, but like you're really gonna get like a gallon of strawberry milk.
That's the next question. I was gonna say, do you make it yourself? Like, do you Hershey and then regular milk, or do you just buy chocolate milk? Buying chocolate milk is way better.
Yeah.
But the Hershey's is good too.
Yeah.
But fucking if you buy the strawberry and then add that's so much better than strawberry milk. Then you can just have it when you want it. You know what I mean? It's not like gonna go bad. It's just have the thing of strawberry Hershey's in your thing.
I never thought about that.
Lasts a long time.
Yeah, that's surplus
Probably like
forever.
2 years. Yeah. So it's like every 6 months you want a chocolate milk. A strawberry milk. It's probably worth
Oh,
the
wow.
$4.
Yeah. Because you know what? Now that you mention that, I think like I haven't had strawberry milk. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had strawberry milk. Probably I was like 8 years old.
Oh,
probably.
did you go to public schools?
Yeah, but they didn't have strawberry milk there. They just had like the white milk and the chocolate milk, and that was it.
We
I don't
had
think they
white
strawberry.
milk and strawberry. Occasionally, strawberry. It would be like not all the time, but certain times.
You're making me
I
think
don't
about
even
it.
know how to explain it. Yeah, I can't even think, but I know that
Because they
every
might
once in a
have.
while.
They might have did that in
True
my
Moo and
school.
shit like that.
True Moo, yeah.
there's
I remember that True Moo. True Moo I did like. I did like the milk. I thought that was some good milk. I don't know what it was about it, but that True Moo was fire.
What was your favorite school meal?
Oh, that's a great
All right, we don't
question.
smoke weed. Do you like that?
It's a really good question, though. Like, what's your favorite school meal?
Fire.
Because that really makes me think. Like, I really liked when they had the mashed potatoes with like gravy.
Oh yeah, gravy. Fire.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that was a hit. I'm gonna get. Hey, even our green beans was good.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if y'all did Thanksgiving, but then they would do like turkey and gravy or ham and gravy and pumpkin pie and shit.
I think they did, but I don't think they nailed it. Like, I don't think my school really did that well enough for me to like recall it well. I don't think I had a great time with
chili,
that.
fire.
Yeah, chili's always fire.
And then they had like the quesadillas. Did y'all have them? And then
yeah,
beef
Yeah.
hot dogs. And love Chicago because I love beef hot dogs. And like, I don't know who doesn't eat beef hot dogs, but y'all fucking, I get being broke. But I'm be honest with you, I'd rather get a pack of beef hot dogs to eat for the week than get a pack of $1 hot dogs and eggs for $8. You know what I'm saying? Like, beef hot dogs all day. And that's about it. Oh, and we had Louisville's Papa Murphy's.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Papa Murphy's born in Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh.
Papa Murphy, big racist. That's our guy. So on Tuesdays they would have Papa Murphy's Pizza Tuesdays. That's what they called it at public schools. And so you go and you get your one slice. And so if you had money, you could pay for an extra slice. It was like $1.25, $1.50, whatever. But and everybody, all the people that didn't have the money, we would be like, can I get an extra slice? And then we would figure out ways to hide this extra slice. So like my go-to was the best one. I don't care what nobody says. So it was like a little paper tray. And I would always double the trays and put the extra slice underneath and hold it in my hands.
That's smart.
So when I would get to the register, I'd be like, yeah, my lunch number is 1405 or whatever the fuck it was, and then go out. But like other people would like stack them and like drench ranch and hot sauce, and try to make it look
Cover
like
it up
one.
in sauce.
I swear to God, on my mom's life, this dude's name was Devin. He came out one day from the line, and he pulled a fucking piece of pizza out of his pants.
Hell yeah.
It was like, I got my fuck you talking about. We're like 12 years old. We're like, fuck you talking.
Smuggling pizza.
Yeah. And seriously, that was what you did every Tuesday. That was the fun part. Figuring out how you was finna get. But mine was always the best. It's right there. It's just like, yeah.
And it's kind of like
It's
just a sleight of hand
it could
trick.
just be one slice of pizza, and they're not even thinking twice about it because most kids don't get much more,
Yeah. Wow. You
Fire.
probably had a lot of extra pizza. And it was good pizza.
Papa Murphy's. I mean, not Papa Murphy's, Papa John's.
Oh,
Have I been saying Papa Murphy's the whole time?
Yeah, you have.
Oh, Papa John's, bro. That's what I mean. Papa Murphy's is another piece of joint in Louisville, though.
Whole different thing. Whole
Yeah,
different
it's
thing.
like where you go get it and it's cold and they make it like Subway, but you cook it at home.
Oh, okay.
So you go put it in your own oven. But
Yeah.
I'm in Papa John's,
Papa
and I'm talking about
John's.
the right. I'm in Papa John's. Is Louisville as fuck.
Yeah.
Papa John's Stadium, that's our stadium.
He kind of had a comeback, right? Because he had that big thing, and then like afterwards he started showing up
I think
again.
he said something racist. What did he say?
I can't even remember.
I have no idea.
He did say something wild though. I know for a fact it was like, oh, like I can kind of understand why they're a little upset.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he said though.
No, for sure.
And
No,
then afterwards, it was like he
was.
finally came back around. Like I don't think he lost the company. I think he's still in charge.
Papa
I think
John.
everything's still riding on
No, I
Papa
don't-
John himself.
Right, it's Papa John's, but I don't think his face is like the logo.
I don't know.
And he's not in like the commercial.
That's a good
I
question.
have no idea.
'Cause I think it is.
But yeah,
I think
and we
it's
have
still
Papa
all-
John's Stadium, but
Yeah.
now it's the KFC Young Center. Now they've changed that over too. See what I'm saying? He got
Yeah.
canceled. But I was saying Papa Murphy's. You're like, what the fuck? And I was dead serious, bro. I mean Papa John's. And we got too many papas back
too many
in
papas.
everywhere is papas. No mamas in Kentucky.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Too many papas, not enough mamas.
There's too many papas, and then who's running the store? The mamas, baby.
I'm thinking like Papa Smurf. What other Papas are there out there? Like Papa Smurf, Papa
Papa
John,
John.
Papa Murphy, Papa.
Papa
Papa
Rocco.
Papa Roach.
Papa Roach.
Yeah. Papa
Papa.
Roach. Paparazzi.
Papa. Papa titty out and show a bitch. That's what I usually say. Papa titty out, show a bitch. They do it a lot of times.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the cool part about it, being a lesbian too. It's like, and I get, and like I'm in the girls' room and not like that. They're like very intimate, like not intimate places, but just like everybody's friends for once in our fucking lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Papa titty out on them. All the bitches, you had their titties out. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And then we'd be like, all right, action. And we all walk out at the same time. And everybody like goes back to their life. So, they always talk about the women's room. It is very cool. I'm so glad to be a woman, Brian. And I mean, not like that, but you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Like
I'm just
expand on that.
gay. I
Yeah.
just like women. I'm a lesbian.
You
But
get to,
I
like,
love
have
being
time.
a woman, yeah. And I'm very, I dress studdish. I wouldn't be like I'm a fucking dyke. I mean, you call me a dyke. I ain't no butch or nothing, but I got brothers. I'm a redneck. You get what I'm saying? You definitely gonna catch me in a Carhartt. I'm fucking, you feel me? Just whatever's comfortable.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm very and that's why bitches love me too, because when you get to know me, I'm very womanly. You feel me? In the inside, dinner and stuff, and not like that. But I have I'm just I'm a woman, and I'm very much a woman, but I'm also just a. And I was raised by all men except my mother, who I never seen even wear a dress unless she, when she got in a freaking motorbike accident. And
Yeah.
it was an open clutch and it burnt her freaking thigh out. And that's some fucking hard ass shit, Mom. I remember when you had the mini bike, he said, ran, and then her thigh hit the clutch, the open clutch. It was like an old school banana seat mini bike. And then all of a sudden the bike went up in the air. My mama flew and she was like, sliding across the grass. And so I'm running. I'm like, Mom, are you good? And I'll never forget, my dad was in a fucking lawn chair about, 25 feet away. He's like, he never got up once. My mom just fucking bit the fucking dirt. And so it third-degree burn or shit like a target. And so she couldn't wear pants.
Yeah.
So that's the only time I had seen my mom in the dress was when she got into a dirt bike accident.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open clutch. Got your ass. Yeah. You ever drove on an open clutch?
Oh, probably
And-
once.
Oh, yeah.
A long
And
time
usually
ago.
it's right by here, though, usually. So when you're driving, it's right here. So if you hit it, then it burns right here. But see, when my mom she hit a hill, so she went in. And when she went in, that inside calf hit that. She was riding like that. She's fucked. I watched it. She was fucked.
It was right here. Where did she hurt herself? On her calf, you
It
said?
burnt right here
Oh,
like
right
this.
here.
So like an arrow. So yeah, it's But usually when you're on that mini bike, it's like a scooter, like
Yeah.
a old school one. But the clutch is open on this. So you would have to do your foot like this to ride it.
Yeah.
Because if it hits it, it's going to burn the shit out of you. Everybody's hit their shit a couple times on there. I'm sure I got some. But
Yeah.
when she hit that bump, essentially, like she let in and like her thigh went directly into that clutch and just like, it like grinded her shit out. No, just like, she's a real one, bro. She still did.
Did she get up from it though? Like, did she recover
she
quickly?
Got up. Yeah, nah. Then we had to go to the hospital, bro. My family's rednecks, and I broke my arm, bro. The camera's out. I broke my arm. My mama didn't even take me to the hospital till the next day. So if she's okay, we're gonna see if I'm okay. Cause look,
God.
Bro.
Here, make sure the camera can see that
They
properly.
didn't even take me. My mama didn't take me. She had me in the bed talking about, are you okay, and this and that. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, my shit's fucked up. She didn't take me to the hospital till the next day. She said she knew she needed to take me to the hospital because I was crying. I was still crying when I woke up. And then, but look, there is a double joint. But I am double jointed, but I can show y'all that it's not that bad. Like, this is both arms. So this is the first one, which goes a little, but look, it ain't that bad. Now look at this one. It is a major difference. Like, look.
Oh my God.
Like, look. And you want to know what happened, bro? My brother fucking pushed me off a table this big, literally this big. Pushed me off, and I landed like that, and my shit bounced out like that. Because I landed like that, I think. And so when it broke it.
But you didn't go anywhere.
But look, this is a normal person hand out. This is my, like, if I'm just like, this is my arm, they're like, put your hands in the air. Like, you just don't care. Then I broke this wrist skating.
Okay, the wrist though, like I couldn't tell. Your wrist looks alright.
What if I just talking? What if my arm just? What if my hand did a 360? It was like, no, you usually can't tell. No, I broke my wrist skating in 8th grade. At 7th grade, 8th grade.
You just fall over?
No, I was backwards skating to Computer Love. You know that one, Computer Love.
I should know. It's probably somewhere in my subconscious. I'm sure I've heard it before.
And then there was like, it was the backwards skate song, and somebody was yelling my name, and when I went, and I just hadn't bought. Well, I got these skates. My mom had got me for my birthday, and I've been waiting for these. And when I went to turn around, I fell like that, and then got this, and I'm left-handed, so got this one, and I wouldn't even be so mad about it if I wasn't conditioning for basketball for 3 months.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I've been running suicides to start, and now everything's fucked.
No
Like,
wrist?
Yeah. So, but I said it every game. I got my cast, like, our colors. And both those had to be fixed, or whatever it's called. What's that called?
What do you mean when you fix?
When they had to, like, break it back into...
Oh, I don't know. But I
Or
know
like
what you mean, they pop
officially,
it back in.
break it or set it. It's called setting it.
Yeah, you're right.
Set.
Yeah.
And this one, he was like, it doesn't look that bad, but he was like, and I'll show you. He was like, and I was young. I was in 7th grade. He was like, so I'm just, and like, I cannot feel this. This is what he did. He kind of held that like that.
Yeah.
And then he did like this, then he did like this, then he did like this. Wham! Like, hard as shit. Oh, my God. And I remember that one, but I don't remember this one. But they said this one, too. I just remember my mom not taking me to the fucking hospital.
And that's probably why it's that way, because they didn't set it until, like, what, a day later, you're saying? Like, 2 days later? Maybe. I wonder, because, yeah, there must be, like, a critical time period.
Maybe, but she just didn't believe me, Cry wolf.
It's like, Mom, look.
I have 2 older brothers. I'm always they're always beating my ass, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all the time.
Yeah.
So.
And your mom knows how expensive the hospital is. She's like,
dude, to this day, and I'll be 30 this year, and my mom's like, just relax. I'm like, no, I need to go to the doctor. Like, and I'm an adult. Like, I have my own insurance and shit, but I literally call my mom, like, and be like, should I? She'd be like, no. And I'm like, I could freaking have stage 4 right now, I didn't know. Because she's like, no. She'd be like, just to walk through the door, it's going to be. I'm like, all right. But whatever.
Yeah.
But then she is on me about the dentist, and I got to get my took out.
Yeah. Your wisdom teeth? Oh, I got my wisdom teeth taken out.
You should have, as you should have when you were young.
I mean, like it.
How young?
Not young, but I guess young relatively, because it would be. I'm trying to think how long ago it was now. It was like 2019, I would have to guess. Maybe after that, though.
Well, how old were
Probably
you?
5 years ago. So I would be 21 when that happened.
Well, yeah, that's still kind of later. They
exactly.
be trying to get them out, and my mom's has always been like, no. But one of my brothers got his out. But now I'm like, it don't hurt, but I know it's going to have to come out, and I will not without anesthesia, period.
Oh, yeah.
Not
I
like
had
that.
the anesthesia, yeah.
But I have very high anxiety with dentists, and like the last time I grabbed her hand out of there, you get what I'm saying? And she was like, that's fine, but next time just like raise your hand and let me know to stop. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. And like cavities are fine, and I've had braces, and I've had teeth pulled and everything without that. But as a 30-year-old woman, I'm telling you, I will not go in there and see all the needles setting out and be okay. Like, my mom, I already told her she's going to have to come in and...
You get the laughing gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want to pass out. I don't want to be awake at all.
I think that's what it is, though. I think like they give you
Yeah.
so much that it's just
Right, just pass me out. And I told her that I'll make the consultation. I'll be that much of an adult to do everything. All I need you here for is to get me home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know it needs to be done, but I'm like absolutely terrified, bro. And I've done so much shit in my life, and you would be surprised. Like, if I think about it right now, I'll start crying. What if I started crying? But like, that's how fucking terrifying it is, for real.
Yeah.
But a lot of people struggle with that.
What is so terrifying about it to you, exactly?
I think it's just that I've been through so much with it, and then just like braces, and then like brackets and I've had like surgeries done and shit.
Yeah.
And like my dad's like, dentist tomorrow.
He rubs it in.
And
like
then
that.
I always tell him it takes a second for the stuff to, like, if I'm getting a cavity filled. And it's just always something fucking wrong. It's always something. It's like, can I ever just go get my teeth cleaned and them not fucking have anything to say to me? Like, well, might be a root canal. One time it was this gay fuck. I don't mean to say it like that, but it was a fucking, the tooth fairy for real. He's fucking gay. He was like, might be a root canal. I don't know. And then he's just like, I don't know where he went. He just disappeared. But they freak me out. And like, I think as a kid, you're like forced to go, but as an adult, you're like, you make those appointments. So it's like, yeah. It's like, I got all this shit that, I know I need to do that, but listen. So, but this time I'm just going to go get this done. So then they never have to tell me about that again, because they've been saying that for like 17 years. So, not 17 years. But my wisdom tooth, I only have the top two. They grew in very young. I was like maybe 21 when they were fully in.
I mean, if they're not like painful, there's no reason to get rid of them.
No,
right?
they have. This one has a cavity. For sure. I can like feel it, you know what I'm saying? I can't feel it, but if I reach back there, I feel the indentation. And if I do like that, I feel a little gum coming through, so I'm like, that's the root canal that motherfucking gay ass motherfucker was talking about. So just knock me out and just have my mom like there with me, because I live alone. I ain't got no bitch. I got friends, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna call nobody like, come baby me, you know?
Yeah.
Call my mom, bro. 30 years old.
Are you worried that you might like say something that you don't want to say in front of her though? Like you might reveal something to her because you're so high.
My mom, bro.
Is there anything you might say?
I've never hid a thing from my mom a damn.
Oh, that's
life.
good. That's good. Yeah.
Exactly where I am all the time. My mom knows everything, and like she knows more than she should. Sometimes I need to really fucking shut it off. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's no hiding.
A little too honest. That's
what
a good.
What about your mom?
What's that?
What about your mom?
I would say I'm pretty honest with my mom. I would say like
you didn't
over
say you
time.
were smoking weed on the show. Did she watch the show?
I would say like
that's for everybody else.
I would say just in general, like I try to be as honest as I could be because I've realized over time there's not a point in lying about things.
Right,
but
an
it's just
adult.
about how you say it. It's just about being classy, just keeping a certain level of class.
No, I feel you. And my mama, and she'd be like, my friends and this and that. I'm like, Mom, I don't know what you want. Like, this is what I do, and I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? And now she's like, she loves it. My mama be in the videos.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, my mom's probably more famous than me on TikTok too. She can't wait for her little moment, big dog, for sure. But no, my very much. She's my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of just made it through together.
Yeah.
All she wanted me to do was graduate high school.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. Because, I mean, like, that, and I feel like, when your parents do shit like that, when they at least embrace whatever you're doing, like, they're doing more than they even know that they're doing. Because
No, my
that's what
mom
fosters
knows
that.
what she's doing. She be out here in Chicago all the time. If you're watching and you know me, you know my mom be in the city.
Yeah.
So she comes down here, stays for a week, 2 weeks, swear to God, just with me, and she be out, and people like, Janet, shots. Like I said, my mom's 67 years old. She's not what you expect. She's not me at all, bro. She's like, just a very, like, just like an angel, like, walks the earth. She's just like, hey, y'all. Like, she's just so, and she'd be like, they'd be like, shots. She'd be like, okay. She'd be like, I'll take one. Like, she loves the light, and like she's seen so many things in Chicago and around the world as well with comedy. You know what I mean? Even being like, when we went on a trip this year, she was like, do you want New York or do you want California? And I was like, well, New York, because we do one a year because my dad doesn't fly because he's a Republican and he's fucking a beard. No, I'm just playing.
Is it like, is he saying
fly.
like those planes are gonna fall apart in the sky? I'm not getting on those
like,
planes.
all
Is that what it
types
is?
of shit. Yeah. So, but my mom flies. So once a year, me and my mom fly somewhere. And this year she was like, California or New York. And I want her to see New York because everybody's there to see New York once. And but I was like, it's so much like Chicago. I was like, let's go to California so we can like really fucking enjoy like the space, and quiet, and like she can't for real. You know what I'm saying? She's more of a like quiet like lady. And we went to California. We got so high. Look, we walked in. I had a show. We walked in, and it was all free, like dispensary people. So as soon as we walked in, they gave us 4 pre-rolls, fat ass fucking blunt size pre-rolls a piece. My mom was like this, and I was like, Mom, like, you want that? Like, just because you don't want that doesn't mean you don't want that. And she was like, I'm looking for something that doesn't make me like. I was like, all right, do you? I thought she was just calling off the whole thing at first, like I'm too high. She was like, I want something that doesn't make me, like, she gets anxious when she's high.
Yeah. But she was already like mid-high, right? At that point, she was already deep into it.
Well, yeah, and I feel bad because I'm like her daughter, and I'm the kid that she like because it's legal in Chicago.
Yeah.
So anytime we go anywhere, it's legal. So I'm not sure what she does at home, and like my brother, one of my brothers smokes hella weed. My other brother's actually a fireman, battalion chief and shit, so he can't smoke weed. Very unfortunate for him because he sees the worst shit than any of us. The fuck, it's one thing to be fucking happy and smoke weed. It's another thing to be fucked up and not be able to smoke weed. But you can drink.
That's what I think's crazy.
But you can drink all you want to, brother.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is you can
Fucking
drink, but you can't
sick.
smoke. It's crazy.
It's like PTSD. It's fucking sick. I really feel bad for my brother on that, but. Anyway, it's just different because my mom is always like with me, like taking those, not taking the, because she's obviously been a adult before she had kids.
Yeah.
So she's already done that shit, but to re-step into it, it's always with me, I feel like, which is cool. But so, I would like for her to do that with, even if it's like mushrooms or something, then with other siblings so they can all kind of relate on a different level than just mother kid. You feel me?
Yeah, because it's hard to have that. I think it's like it's something like about having like an adult relationship with your parents rather than having like you just can't have that type of relationship when you're younger. You just can't.
Oh,
it
hell
doesn't
no.
really exist.
Yeah. Because they have to fucking make you a decent fucking person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
For sure.
And you don't even, also you don't even realize like how deep that goes until you get older and older, and you realize like those things that they instilled in you.
And you're like, thank God.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't see all that at first. It's very hard to see that.
Yeah.
It
for
really
sure.
takes like a long ass perspective, and then like, you know, if you're lucky enough to have your parents stick around,
Until when you realize it, then you can fully embrace it and be like, and then you're back where you're like, I'm so lost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I need you.
It goes full circle.
Yeah, it really does. And 1,000%. And like, that's what I always like reassure my mom. Like, and I swear to God, I've never even done cocaine, bro. Like, you know, I be trying to be safe with everything I kind of do. You know what I mean? Because my mom would be pissed if I fucking like died off some fucking drugs or something like that. So I kind of stay safe, you know. But it's just, it's interesting because then you start doing shit for them. All their life they've sacrificed shit for you. I'm like, did you know I was in the bathroom 5 times this week with people snorting cocaine off glass mirrors, and I didn't do it.
I did that for you, Mom.
Yeah, I did that for you. You know, and my mom's like, it's 12:30. Do you need anything else? I'm trying to sleep. Because I'll call her. She just to let her know, though. But even though it pisses her off, I'm sure she's glad because in a way, that's a moment of me being like, no again. And I know I've never done it, but is there a moment of me to be like, man, that probably is fun? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. So it's that moment of me stepping off, blowing I'm sure she'd much rather me call her phone at 1 a.m. talking about, I just got out of the bathroom or I've just denied Coke for the 5th time tonight. Like, I could be Coke rich. If that makes any sense. Because she knows I'm broke. I could be like, but I could be fucking El Potato over here, bro. But
you're missing all these
I didn't do
opportunities.
it. Yeah,
you're trying
because
to follow the
I'm
right
trying
path.
to be a good fucking daughter, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, you gotta let her know.
Yeah. And everything I do is definitely for like them and shit. And just it's something different, man. You know, being from that shit and you know, just kind of. You know how it is. You're probably from a little small little knit. You know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the best reason you can do anything is for somebody else. Like if you can find people that keep you going, that like keep you believing in things.
Oh, I know.
Because I mean, like truly, in my mind, that's what I would want to do. If I had all the money and I could do whatever I wanted, I'd want to like give my mom whatever. I could
Whatever
give my
fuck
mom,
she
you know?
right.
Like, for
That'd
real.
be that's crazy, ain't it? But that's how, and you know. That's crazy as well because that's how we think, and that means you're a good motherfucker.
Yeah.
But in the real world, that gets you so fucked over sometimes. Yeah. Not saying for your mom and shit, but sometimes how you think for other people, and then when, like, I'm talking about the real world, and then it just fucking falls back on you, and it's like, But all I ever did was look out for people, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? It's but not your peoples. Your peoples, your peoples. You know, give them everything they ever wanted, but you be trying to look out, even if it's giving a couple bucks here and there. The next thing you know, you fucking dead out. You know what I mean? Somebody got your wallet out your back pocket on the train. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's a cold world out there.
It's a fucking cold world, man.
I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where you can only. Like, you only have so much self-control. Like, you can give as much as you can give, but sometimes, dude, fucking the world is not going to give back. It's gotta be.
No, it is.
You got to be happy with what
What's
you got.
the most fucked up thing that's happened to you in Chicago? Like, if it was, like, or have you been, like, schemed up or anything on?
I got punched on the train by a crackhead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, like,
Was you talking back?
No.
It's like,
Technically.
Was you talking back? That'll get your ass.
You're right. And see, technically, what I should have done is said nothing, but I think he still would have punched me. But, like, I was on the phone with my dad, so I was talking to somebody on the phone, like, with
Right.
in
And
my
I'm like, I'm
headphones.
on the phone, yeah.
But I wasn't, like, talking to him. I was just like, I know I had looked over and seen him a couple times, and he had like crazy eyes, like looking back at me. But I thought he's just like monologuing, like people do, like just talking to himself, because that's what people do. I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying because I'm on the phone. And so like eventually he like gets up, and I remember the girl sitting across from me too. She's like facing him because it's like towards the end of the train car. And so she's looking at him, and she's looking back at me, and she's looking like, damn.
Kind of like something's up.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking like, oh, she's looking at a crackhead doing this crazy crackhead
and
thing.
looking at you, making sure everything's okay, because if something pops off, you're the man. You got hit.
In retrospect,
you're supposed to save the day.
Yeah. So he gets up and he walks in front of me, and he's like talking to me, and I realize like, oh, and it's too late now. Like he's right in front of me. And so I'm still sitting down, and he's like saying, like, you looking at my girls? Like, you looking at my girls? Like, I ought to fucking, And he kind of like has his hand like that. And so at that point, that's when I say, like, I'm sorry? That's what I said. I said, I'm sorry. And then he just...
Oh, you mean like, I'm sorry, I don't hear you.
Yeah, like, I'm like, because he's threatening. At that point, he had physically threatened me. What's that?
You're lucky he didn't have a knife in his hand.
That's how I felt afterwards. Like, even though I got fucking punched, like, I didn't even want to fight this guy back. I don't want to even participate in this. I just let him punch me a few times, and then he left. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, dude, this guy could fucking kill me for no reason. Like, I don't know who this guy is. He's literally attacking me for no reason.
Especially out here in the wintertime, the motherfuckers get real crazy, and it's very unfortunate.
It was actually in the middle of the summer.
Was it?
During the last year, yeah. Oh. But I'm sure, yeah, in the wintertime, because that's where their fucking home is.
Cold, yeah.
That's where their warmth is.
But they could easily have something. I know. The trains, that's another fucking story. I ride the red line every day. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'll be here easy. I just fucking miss my stop, go 14 more stops, I'll be there. No, the other day, actually, the lady I ride the last cart on the way back every time, and the lady busts through the doors, and but this ain't the craziest thing that happened. But she came through, and she was like, she was a bigger lady, and you could tell she lived on the train, if I'm saying it politely. And she was like ripping her shirt off, and like her eye, and she was falling everywhere. And another dude on the train was like, yeah, you was fucking with the wrong person. They got your ass. And that's why somebody done pepper sprayed her ass doing that shit. Not like doing that shit, but if they swipe on you, definitely fuck their ass, boy. And then that whole thing, and she was fucked up. She was like, But I ain't never been attacked, but definitely fucked with. But sometimes I feel like I just kind of be like, or, you know what I'm saying, in my own thing, but that ain't nothing for them to fuck with you, you know what I mean? But yeah, that should be blowing you too. You be having the best day, and then all you hear is that back door open, and you're like, God damn, here comes somebody. Hey, you could be on your way out the train, all of a sudden that door hits, and you like, fuck, and they like, yeah, but.
I think just the other day I saw a dude
like kind of put my head down and and most importantly, I try to show, lucky for me, I try to show like, if I'm like bundled up or whatever, I try to show that I'm a female. Like, bitch, don't fuck with me. Yeah. I'm a female. Yeah. Go hit that white boy over. See that guy, Ruse, says that Wyatt over too.
I think I would be more likely to get punched. Hey, how about that girl that got lit on fire in New York, though?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, I know. Yeah. And they shot a couple of homeless people on the train, on the Blue Line not too long ago.
No shit, like, really? They just shot them. Now, like, most of the time when people get shot, something went down.
No, they were just homeless. They were just sleeping, but probably like some type of initiation or something. I don't know initiation, but just something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was just a shooting in Tennessee I seen on my Citizens app today. I mean, a school shooting, and that's like, what, the 14, 15, 16, 28 this year? That gets crazy, too.
Well, that's so crazy.
It's so common now. It's weird. It's like, school shooting in Tennessee. When I went to school, we learned about Columbine. And like, that was the one. Big deal.
It was the only one.
It was the one, and it was a big deal. And now it's like literally fucking weird.
So
I don't know. It's just fucking weird to me.
I wonder when that changed.
I'm not a fucking psychopath. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, and I get kids can be psychopaths, but I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I wonder what that would be.
Everything's kind of learned behavior with me, so
Well, everything's learned behavior in general, so that's what I'm thinking. It's like, where did kids like all of a sudden? Because I'm trying to think, when did that really flip? And it has to be in the last like 10 to 15 years. Because if when I was in school, even it's not like school shootings were what you would do a drill.
Had guns. No, and when I went to school, motherfuckers dude, I'm telling you, I'd be in school and you would be my classmate, and they'd be like, "Look at this," and like 4 kids passed around a gun. But nobody thought about shooting each other with it, and nobody even knew if it was loaded. Probably, but everybody knew not to fucking pull the trigger. Don't put your hand up. And now motherfuckers just like weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
How can you be so young?
And it's so common. Like, it really is a real threat.
Like, I'm pissed. Like, I'm 30. I'm pissed. No, I'm not pissed. But I have some things that I could be pissed off about, yes. Yeah. But would I ever think, like, and as a fucking kid, but also that is just different because we didn't have phones. We had PSPs and shit had just came out. Game Boy, what's this one called?
DS
had just came out. We had the original, we had the color, then the DS. Like we were more worried about getting a worm lamp on our DS for a car ride than our mom. You know what I'm saying? Like we had other things to do. I don't know how you can be so pressed and so weird. That's internet.
Yeah.
It's all internet.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. We were lucky if we got on some porn, we could print some pictures out. Hey, God forbid, I think one time the printer had backed up, and that's when they had come out the next day. You know, your mom comes in there and fixes everything. It's like, it's like 68.
Dude, I would steal the power cord.
That's my brother's. Oh, just so they couldn't.
Yeah, I would like steal it for the night. That's what I would do in that situation instantly. I'd be like, how can I? I'll take the whole printer and put it in my bedroom.
2 girls, 1 cup. That was big.
Oh yeah, 2 girls, 1 cup. Yeah.
And but I mean, but not everything was so. And I think the kids are so like, I'm gonna be cool, and then like jail's cool, and like everything's cool because that's what's on. And like life is fucking cool, dog.
Yeah.
Like, being broke is actually cooler than you think. I got tomatoes too. I got garlic bread. I got 3 pieces of Swiss and 3 pieces of bacon I stole from Potbelly. That's been sitting in my bag for what? By like 4 hours now, and it's about to be the bomb. Being broke and being
that's why I love working in the
yeah.
food service industry. Is you get so much food. Allegedly, there's so much food that you might be able to receive working in the food.
Right, you don't never starve, and that's the thing too. Like eating's the #1 part. You know, everything else comes.
Yeah, yeah, and like, what was I just about to fucking say? What were we just saying? I was just about to say something. We were talking about fucking school shooters.
Yes,
yeah, right.
Not to bring that back up, but that is so fucked. I mean, it is so real, and I think and it's like, as somebody that doesn't have any kids, we don't think about it as much as we should, you know.
Yeah.
Or could but think about if you had a kid, you have to send them out there every day, dude.
Was it like
my kids being strapped up, bro? Because just like I'm a redneck, we gonna teach you first with a BB gun.
Yeah.
Well, first with this, then a BB gun, then we gonna. Hell no, they're not in the school system, but you know they gonna definitely know in real life that's something that could possibly go down.
Yeah. And yeah, because like literally, what are you gonna do? Like it's literally so if it happens all over the place, it's only getting worse by all metrics. Like there's nowhere you look where you're like, oh, it's actually looking like it's on the up and up. It's just getting worse. What do you do other than like train kids how to defend themselves, right? That's all you can do at that point.
And it's not even adults, and every adult has the decision. Hey, do I want to? You know what I'm saying? Go out and do the. And especially down south, like even in Kentucky, you don't even have to have a concealed carry anymore.
Yeah.
You just fucking buy a fucking gun, put it down there, and whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be at a bar drinking and have a gun. But you can be at a bar not drinking and have a gun. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My daddy don't drink. Guess what? He gonna be the main one.
The one with the gun.
No, but he's not gonna fucking shoot And now he's gonna be the savior. You feel me?
No, yeah.
If he can work fast enough, because
Yeah.
he's 66, he's an old man. But he don't drink. He ain't drank since '89. But that's the type of man that can, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't sit with his back against the door. He's fucking weird like that.
Yeah.
But odds are it ain't gonna happen there, you know. So I don't really know what you do. You train young kids, or you train young kids that this might, hey, you just tell them you love them, send them off school, just like you always did, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got to worry about it, like, as the parent. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure among a million other things, that's why people probably consider, like, homeschooling. I feel like the one thing that school really did for me, like being in a public school system, is it definitely socialized me in a way
Right,
that
and taught you how
homeschool
to
never would have.
And jobs and fucking
Yeah.
life
You need
and
that.
the fucking train. You get what I'm saying? Even not everybody is always kosher, even in high school. So you know how to deal with people on different levels. Like, oh, you know where to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Voice
'cause-
yourself, or be like, all right, I'm gonna chill out. Just like, if you don't move, you won't be seen. But yeah.
And that's an important
And
skill.
I'm sure you had shit took from you. You in public schools now, you ain't ever get like pickpocketed, not pickpocketed necessarily, like backpack. You know what I'm saying? Not like pickpocketed.
I don't think so, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think
You
so.
ain't never got. But fights, you were exposed to fights and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure other shit, yeah, that really get you. And even if you think, did you play sports?
No, not really.
No, fucking faggot.
Yeah.
But even
loser.
sports like are way different. Public school and like we play like Catholic schools or whatever, and like they're so good, but they don't know anything. They're like, as soon as I'm like, bitch, what? They're like, help, you know? But it's like, really, I'm not even like on you. That's how we, you know, up and at 'em. It's not like I'm really trying to be like, bitch, what? You know, I'm just into the game, bro, and that's just how we react. You get what I'm saying? But the second you with a Catholic bitch, you like, ooh. They're like, ah. it's like, oh. Yeah. We had, actually, in my high school, we had lockdowns. I got a referral during the lockdown, 2 guns on campus.
Woo.
Yep. And I got a referral for having my phone out. Oh, my God.
All right.
And they came into every classroom. I went to Fern Creek, and there was a shooting there the year after I fucking graduated, and that's just all fucking hood at school. But anyways, when the school was on lockdown, I'll never forget, the SWAT team was in that bitch because there was 2 guns. 2 guns had already been found. And there was my homie outside. But long story short, they came in the classroom. They had the fucking AKs with the fucking flashlight on the top. And they're like, and we're all like, I was in social studies. I'll never forget. I know exactly where I was with a substitute teacher at that. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, not like, what the fuck? But they're like, everybody hands up. Because they needed
Pointing
to identify,
automatic
because they
weapons
were
at you.
looking for these, yes, they were looking for these specific, and I can name names. I know exactly who the students was, but they were looking for these specific students that were not in this class, and they're like, and like now, and it doesn't traumatize me, but yes, did they have those, like, everybody hands up?
Yeah.
And maybe their finger wasn't on the trigger or whatever, but those lights were bright, and you had fucking 15-year-olds going, what the fuck am I about to get now? I don't. Like, there's a gun in the school, 2 guns in the school, or we're on lockdown, but now there's guns in the classroom, and people are yelling, hands up. I'm like, you know, weird.
It is weird.
Fucked up.
And the kids weren't there? Like, they didn't come to class or something?
No, they were there. They got caught up, but they were suspecting more guns in the school, I guess. But
And they just,
one of
there
them
was a
in the
report
parking lot.
they're hiding in the parking lot?
No, one was in the parking lot. It was a rifle, a hunting rifle.
Okay.
Which, I mean, in Kentucky, that passed. And all, not like that, but the other ones was handguns, and they was like flexing it in school. That's when they got reported. But they got caught outside. But still had the whole school on lockdown.
This is like when? Like 2000?
This was, well, I guess this was probably 2012, 2013.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely 2012 into 2013.
I remember
if I was sitting in that class, it was more of like I was an adult, and we got help. Actually, they kept us after we were on lockdown after school. Like it was fifth period or whatever, the last period.
Yeah.
And then when we went into lockdown, and we were fucking, and I'm like, I was texting my mom, and they ripped out the referral. You know what I'm saying? They like ripped it up, but I was texting my mom like, we're on lockdown, and she was like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was a lot. She probably didn't know what the fuck was going on. She probably thought that we was scheming up on her or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I ain't thought about that in a long time.
Like your mom
Maybe
thought.
no, not my mom, the substitute teacher.
Oh.
That's probably why she's telling everybody to put their phones up and shit. But this is like, you got to think, in that time, phones are like, we don't have, too many people have touch screens. You know what I'm saying? They're more of like flip phones and this and that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
22. I mean, you might have a front camera. That's the newest thing that just came out. You might have an iPhone 5 instead of thing 4.
Yeah.
Maybe the 4. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why she was tripping out, because she was a sub. Maybe she thought we was like in cahoots. Because, I mean, I didn't go to, like, the best school, bro. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, but instead we're, like, calling her mom, like, hey, they're fucking waving guns in our face. She's probably thinking we're like, come in here and kill the
It's safe. It's safe. We're giving you the green light. Run in now. Yeah, you're making phone calls.
But, no, they wiped that out anyways. But.
Yeah. That would freak me out. Yeah, that would freak me out. I don't think I've ever had a real gun threat. I was going to say, when I was in school, there was a kid who posted on social media, don't go to school tomorrow. But that was like all he said. And he said it as a joke, but that's like, they took it seriously. I also remember.
As they should.
I remember I had bullies. Like there were these kids I really didn't like that took the bus that I rode. And they were I hated them so much because they would like pick on you. You know, they were like the classic like bully type of kid that would just pick on you for no fucking reason. Like it's like, dude, I'm just trying to ride the bus home. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, my
Garrett,
business.
fucking Garrett. So anyway,
Dick looked like a carrot, Garrett-ass motherfucker.
oh, I should write a song about him. I like that.
My name is Garrett.
Fuck you, Garrett. Your dick looked like a carrot.
Yeah,
You
no,
got me
my
started.
name is Garrett. I look like a ferret. My dick is infected, so I look like a carrot. Oh.
Ooh.
You don't remember them back in the day? My
No.
name is Tony. I eat macaroni. Slapped your mama with a piece of bologna.
It sounds
Went
familiar.
to jail. Broke a nail. And that's the end of my story tale. And then everybody would hit that shit. Like,
That's like a party game?
I guess.
Yeah,
you gotta
yes.
hit that shit, bro. Bus game.
Yeah, bus game. That's a
But
good one.
anyways, fuck Garrett.
Fuck Garrett. So fucking Garrett, dude, I remember I posted on Facebook, like, if you're like the type of person that bullies people and are mean like this and like you treat people like this.
Right, for no reason.
You're the
a
reason
bitch.
that people do like things like shoot up a school and blah blah blah.
Oh my! You seem to be making a lot of political fucking updates. Hey, that's okay. Voice your opinion. Who gives a shit?
I don't
Right,
know,
they're
like,
fucking nerds.
Nowadays, I don't even give a fuck. Like, I've realized, like, if you're gonna say something, like, Facebook's not the fucking place to say it. Like, there are better places to put your opinion than fucking Facebook, dude. Like, you're not gonna change people's minds on fucking Facebook. I guarantee you, it's not gonna happen. It's not the place. But I do remember, like, I remember posting that, and then the police showed up at my house that night because they thought that,
you
like,
make a threat.
yeah, like it was like a threat. Like, at
no.
least somebody's parents thought
That's
that.
a charge. It's called. I've had it a lot. I've had it like 3 times. It's called terroristic threatening.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like literally, that's
And
not
not on social media, but just in general. I've got charged with that 3 times, and I've never fucking. I was a kid. I don't fucking.
Was it just the same type of
anybody.
thing where you're just saying like this?
Right. Or they say you're saying.
Exactly, because like what I was saying was, if you treat people this way, that's how you foster the hate that makes people do awful things.
Speaking your truth.
All I'm saying.
Speaking your truth, baby.
Hey,
Ain't
hey.
nothing wrong with that.
I remember like the police showed up and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. No, like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I in retrospect, like in my 8th grade brain, I did not realize that's probably not what you post on Facebook. I remember one time too.
8th grade.
8th grade.
That's when I got my Facebook. When I graduated 8th grade.
Hell yeah.
2009.
Hell
When did
yeah.
you graduate 8th grade?
Graduate. Okay, now I'm
2011.
doing math. Because if I graduated high school in 2016, it would be 4 years.
Jesus fuck.
5 years before, so 2011, right there.
2011. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Class of 1-1. All my homies from high school was class of 1-1, and I was always jealous of them because they be like, 2011. I'm like, that's so cool. They get to put their middle fingers up.
Oh yeah, 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. Yeah, they be like,
Yeah.
class of 1-1. I'm 13 high school.
Oh, here, this thing's gonna keep falling on you.
You all
You're
good, bro.
2013? Mm-hmm. Oh, so that's only like 3-year difference then. That's not.
Yeah, I did my 10-year, 12-year. I had my 10-year reunion already and went.
Really? See, that's what I was just thinking about.
Are
that.
you going to go?
I got to, right? Because
Yeah.
it's only like
It's like the movies.
next year,
Do
dude.
it.
Wow, it's from now. It's like a year later. That's crazy.
And
Yeah.
you got to be on those things and do it. And you know what I did? A fucking set. And because in 20, like, when I first moved here, I'm like, if I make it to my high school reunion, I'm finna do a set.
Yeah.
And they stuck it to me, okay? But everybody was like old and drunk, and we all turned 30 this year, but it was interesting. It was definitely cool. But
Yeah.
it's like amazing. Like, sometimes when I think of high school, I think like that was just yesterday, but it was not. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No, I know.
damn, now 2013, that's 12 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely suggest going because like that's the movies, you know, prom and this and that. I went into town, like you know what I'm saying, traveled there to go. I really, and fuck it, right? If you want to live like a superstar, you got to move like one, right? So I just went into town, went to some little pub where everybody's getting drunk, talking about their kids. That's all. Everybody, they're like, yeah, and you want to see pictures of my kids? I'm like, nope, nope. And actually, I left right out of there, and I went to Churchill Downs where they got the derby and stuff, and I went fucking horseback race, horse race bet, and everybody else went home to their kids, and I had a great night.
Yeah. Kidless. A great kidless night.
Which I mean, you know, one day.
I mean, like something like a class reunion would probably be a big reminder that yeah, that's right. I don't have kids because everybody's got kids at a class reunion. Probably everybody.
Right, and we talking about my mom, and that it is just different because her kid is like grown. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not grown. She's not grown by any means. But 13, you get what I'm saying? Like it's like wow. It's not like like she is. You will not see her. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But like kids.
Yeah, but what you said about high school feeling like yesterday too, that is crazy. Cause like it makes me think too. I remember when high school was ending, and like you have this idea of life around the time your high school is ending. I imagine most people probably think this way, where it's like, okay, I'm not getting out of high school now, and I have this kind of idea of what I'm gonna do. So maybe like I'm getting out in 2016, so I'm thinking by 2020, like 4 years from now, when I'm like 22, I'll probably be like so successful because I'm already doing all these things. So there's no way that that's like not going to be my life. And then I think about it here as I sit here now, and it's like I was thinking that shit when I was getting out of high school in 2016,
'cause you're a little bit
9 years ago. I thought that
you're a
9
little
years
bit-
ago.
Right, 2016 to me, I'm like, damn, that's long, but really, that's still long from now.
Yeah, it's a long as
I'm
it's
thinking
almost
it's long
10.
from me, but long.
Well, because like when you say a class reunion, that's
next
10 years.
That's 10 years, 2026.
Yeah, that's what really made me
right.
put it in perspective just now.
And yeah,
'Cause
you
yours
feel
was,
like it.
yeah.
And listen, I'm telling you, those people don't know you. You don't know them. You don't know their last names. You don't. And every once in a while, you'll think about them, and you go to look them up or something, or whatever, and you don't know. They have different names. They're off in fucking, wherever. Well, not a lot of people in Louisville really moved off, but still, and it's like, wow, you know.
If it weren't for Facebook, I probably would have forgotten a lot of those names.
Yeah, a lot. Exactly. And that's how life was intended to be, you know what I'm saying, without Facebook and shit like that. But here we are. You know?
We are.
And so you get to see your high school sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Fucking on with the next. But I don't hating that shit. I actually find joy in it. You know what I mean? Because
I think it's good and
we
bad.
are, we are at an age, and it's like, yeah, it was time to grow up, right? And just because I'm an artist and shit doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm still growing up.
Yeah.
And I still like do shit different. Like I'm already right now, like I should be on the way home making dinner because I have to work tomorrow. And this is my only off day. And I thought it was going to be but sooner than this. But, you know, it's nice to see all that and like the growth in some things. But other things you're like, oh yeah, it's really like it happens.
Yeah.
Like some things just happen and you're like, oh. And that's when I think you really feel adult. When, like, you know, just, and it can be multiple things, but just, you know, people's lives, from 1 second, you know, they're calling you drunk at 2 a.m., and then you're looking at it, and they got, you know, families and this and that, and that's fine. Like, that's beautiful. But you're like, oh, yeah, remember when, you know, or whatever, and you think, you smile, but then you go, life's life, baby. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, see, the thing is, like, when I was in high school, I still did, like, the rapping and all that. And so I think they knew me as, like, the rap guy. There's a trophy up there off camera. It still blows my mind. They voted me as the homecoming prince my junior year. So I must have been, like, that trophy up there off the camera, yeah. And, like, it blows my mind because I didn't think I was popular or anything. It's not like I had a bunch of friends. It was just that people knew me as that. So I've thought about this.
Freestyle.
Yeah, like you did a set. I gotta like go give them a concert or something. You know, I gotta uphold my rap potential.
But only because I had put that into our we have like a class Facebook page, and like I'm telling you, I was maybe 23 when I put that in there, and I was like, if I make it, and so that happened when we were 27, 28.
Yeah.
So I put it in there years and somebody held me to it. And it fucking sucked. Like, it didn't suck, but still, who gives a fuck? Who else was doing it? Nobody?
Yeah.
Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's a great idea. Yeah.
And it was no, like, fucking picture. It was no movie fucking reunion, bro. It was, like I said, like, and I went to, like, a very public school. Like, public, Louisville public, like, I'm a minority. But it was everything, you know, it could have been. And to see everybody and, like, you know, this grown and looking very mature and, you know.
Yeah. Well, and it gives you such a perspective, like just seeing that all those people have their own lives and seeing that, like, that they all went down their own different paths and shit. Because, again, like, if you don't have social media, like if you didn't have Facebook and you didn't keep up with these people and follow them, you would never know any of that. And ignorance is kind of bliss in that way. Because like they all have their own fucking universe that they exist in. And like sometimes you don't need to know all that. It's like you catch up with all these people at a time like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
But that's the difference between like living at home and being like an artist and being out. Because, you know, like tribe. Like I know where my tribe's at. My tribe's my family. You know, my tribe. What you was just explaining is like that those, you know, networks that people don't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and so I miss my tribe. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know. I forgot what I was going to. But yeah, it's like.
Yeah, you do need like a
there's
group
differences when, yeah. And like when you're out on your own, you don't really find that. So it's a lot of your own like self experience, which is just as great. And it's what everybody talks about. But I definitely think there's like highs and lows and highs. And obviously right now it is cold as fuck in Chicago. So the seasonal depression is real. But you get what I'm saying though? Like, but I feel like with your tribe, like your family, and your family's family and all those people that you're talking about, I feel like it's easier to get on through, like you have help or you have somebody to go fucking sit on the couch with when you're not doing shit versus when you live and you're traveling, you're doing all this shit, it's like just so lonesome and you're just like, but you call your tribe and you miss your tribe, you know what I mean? And you fucking like, oh, that's my boys, I should be there.
I think that's like the key to it, really. I think it's like finding people that like have the same type of motivation as you. Like you can see, I think like your best friends or like the best relationships are really just people who have the qualities that you like the most in yourself. Like,
Right.
you can see the best parts of yourself through them in some weird way.
And you gonna know that they real than a motherfucker as soon as you talk, you know?
Exactly. And like something about that and like connecting with those people and keeping them around, like that's the most valuable thing, because those people have that some type of effect on you. It's like why you have such a connection with somebody, because they can keep you going in this weird way. Like they remind you, you know. And like
And
the best
love.
relationships are like that. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And love.
Yeah, it is kind of like what love
But
is.
the love gets weird in fucking being an artist, because then you're so busy all the time. And you're like, I want this so bad, but like you don't understand this.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
true,
it's like
yeah.
maybe they want to, maybe they could, but instead you're like, you want to understand this? I'm busy, da da da, and then
Yeah, that's a
they
classic
start
story,
being-
right?
Yeah.
It's like every musician biopic movie. It's like there's a love interest, but she can't stay with them because the music is just too much. You know, Tupac's fucking too
No.
many bitches.
And it is like that, and then you find, and that's why you're not supposed to fuck comedians. You know, comedians not supposed to fuck comedians.
Heard that
because-
one, yeah, I've heard
But
that.
guess what? Who else you gonna fuck that understands that the
Yeah.
next day you busy? You get what I'm saying? Like I'm dead ass, and I don't mean that in the hardest way. I mean in the lightest way. Like
No, it makes
comedians
sense, yeah.
understand. You get what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden things go from right to left, and then you're out at mics, and then you're with somebody that fucking hates you, your guts.
That's why they say it though. That's where the advice
yeah,
comes from. It's because
exactly.
it's the
Coworkers.
the communities, your coworkers, yeah. And you're gonna see them all over the fucking place.
Well, just keep it right.
Yeah,
To be a good person and keep it right.
yeah. You gotta fuck somebody
have-
and then immediately afterwards be like, hey, that's cool,
I
right?
definitely have people on the scene. Not like that. I'm like, ugh. But, and you have to just keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? And just be, I mean, you're gonna see each other forever. I mean, not
Yeah.
forever, but as long as you're working around these streets, I can assure you. So just like do your part. But I think that's also easier being gay than said, because, you know, girls just are always girls. We're always going to be friends.
Girls are better at keeping secrets.
And girls are better at being friends afterwards, because we still have the same hobbies and dumb shit.
Yeah.
And then we talk shit, you know, versus like if it was like you and a bitch, my bad. You and a bitch, and then y'all fuck, and then like, what are you going to talk about? You know what I mean?
Oh, you got a good
Versus
point.
girls were like, and did you hear? You know what I mean? Like the friendship stays, but the sex has to go most of the time.
Yeah.
And it's like fine, and it does get weird, but not that weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Easier.
See, yeah, that makes sense. Girls are just kind of like, it's like the song, you know, girls just want to have fun.
Girl.
I think that's true. There's a wisdom in that. Girls do just want to have fun. Yeah. Girls just want to have a good time.
And dudes be all serious, and then they murder their girlfriends after they want to go have a good time.
Yeah. Hey, my mom watches a lot of IDTV, and I'm pretty sure.
IDTV is crazy.
That's
I was addicted at one.
that's what she is.
That's where it's like fake. But it's the stories, but it's like
Yeah.
the acting is fake, correct?
Exactly, like a dramatization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I used to.
To me, it's murder porn.
Yeah.
At a certain point.
Literally, right, because it's like, dun, dun. Yeah, it's like actors, but like the stories are 1,000% correct, right?
See, what I don't like about it,
Oh
though,
my God.
is they stretch the stories out to like, okay, so they're telling a murder story that really happened, but you could tell this story in like a 5-minute YouTube video, but instead it's like a 40-minute program, and they're like, we talked to so-and-so, and they said this, and then we talked to so-and-so, and after the commercial break, like they leave you on cliffhangers
Yeah.
And shit.
No, I know.
It's like, bro, just tell me who killed who. Like, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. And then you already are like Googling it.
You could, but you shouldn't, because that's like ruining the episode. You gotta let it play out. If you're gonna really watch it, you gotta let it play out.
I'm a woman's woman, and I love everything. A murder. All that. I love murder. If you couldn't tell by that by the school shooting. But I've been watching. I'm on season 6, like episode 22 of Roseanne. I'm rewatching the whole thing.
Okay.
So good. Oh my! And I know that, like, God forbid, she said racist shit, Papa Murphy's did too. No, I'm just like
Papa
Papa
Murphy.
John. I'm mad. I was like Papa Murphy's. You're like, what the fuck?
We all were
But
like
no,
that.
and no, I give her no, remorse or whatever. Fuck, well, you've canceled yourself, cancel it. Fuck. But that is such a good show.
Oh, Roseanne, yeah.
And oh my God, I'm like, just like, it's just to every aspect, it's just great writing. And so that's what I've been trying to stay off the murder docs. Because
Trying to
those
detox.
get me, for real, those get me going.
That's probably good.
And they're always so long. Like an episode of Roseanne on Peacock, and that's my mom's Peacock. Thanks, Mom. For only she's canceling at the end of this month, so I got to hurry up and finish. I should be home watching Roseanne. But it's
don't
only
got
22 minutes.
You don't got much time left, though. How many seasons are there?
I don't know. Season probably 10.
Yeah.
I think it's like 10. I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
It's like 3 more seasons.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
well,
it
you said
8?
you're at 7. I'm doing math again.
I
Right?
think I'm on 5 or 7.
It's 5 or 7. There's a big difference because either way.
It's a big difference. But they're only 22 minutes apiece, but I'm never at home. And they're nice because I grew up watching that shit. So it's like, if I'm doing something else, I don't mind. Like, anytime I sit down, I can catch something and it's funny. It's not like I have to know what's going on.
I mean, like.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like a murder documentary. Like, I don't have to know the story. It's like, anytime I'm like doing dishes and then I come sit down, I'm like, I can just generally laugh and then get back up and do what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's what The Office was at my mom's house. Forever.
Right. Yeah.
They just turned that on. And then I got taken off of Netflix. So my mom's house just changed forever.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of The Office. Not too much of it, though.
It's not my favorite show in the world, but it's
still,
a great show for what you just said.
Anything you sit down, right. Yeah, you got like that's, what's that? Everybody Loves It. You got all those that are made for that.
Yeah.
And that's like an original sitcom.
Yeah.
Do they even have new sitcoms these days?
Yeah, they do, but I just don't think they are what they used to be. Because like the
wouldn't
internet,
even know.
people don't even watch television.
Yeah,
like they
right.
used to.
I know.
Yeah, so like I think sitcoms exist. What? Oh, well, people just don't do it.
No, I was gonna say, you know why I love watching old sitcoms? Because when my phone goes off, I know it's my phone.
Ah.
Because it's like ding, and I'm like, there's no way Roseanne's phone is going ding. Her shit goes ding, ding, ding. They got to pick it up, throw it across the room. I'm like, no, that's my phone. But nowadays it would probably be like ding, ding.
Yeah. I remember in Breaking Bad, they did the flip phone thing, and that was like, it was so cool to like close a flip phone. Like they would end conversations with that. And
period.
man, we don't even got flip phones no more. We got none of that.
I thought about buying one the other day.
That'd be cool.
Just because I'm like, yes, is it taking over from me? But it's so important for us to have it. Like, even you wrote me and you're like, hey, can you do this? I just got booked Zanies last night, and there's all these things that I have to have my phone for. But so bad, could I just use text me, I text back. I don't even fucking text nobody for real. And I could use that.
Yeah.
And I could log into Facebook or Instagram once a day, and look at it and enjoy, and then log off and not worry the fuck about it.
Yeah.
But since I need all that, my email, I'm talking about, my fucking venture card's on there. I'm like, you have an iPhone? I can't get home without my phone. My venture card, bing. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have my debit card, bing. If I don't have my Venmo card, bing.
Yeah.
If I don't have my debit card, bing. If I fucking Social Security, they need to mark that. They will never do that, but they should.
Yeah.
Like, right, if I need a new ID, I should just be able to like bing instead of taking fucking 15 documents into there and to the DMV. Like, why can't I just bing a fucking this is me, bing.
Yeah, to show like if you get pulled over to show them the screenshot.
Yeah,
like,
bing. Yeah, right. Hey, ID, just to the reader, please. Just hold, tap and hold.
Yeah.
It's the cop tap and hold. I'm trying to hold my breath from drinking.
But it's like you said before, like if they wanted to shut your phone off, they could. Because I forget that, dude. Like I don't even like to do the paid Apple Pay, like with your phone. Everybody does it. Everybody does Apple Pay. You know how easily, even like a scammer, like if somebody knew how to like get your phone to automatically Apple
right
Pay.
there. And you know how many times you accidentally pull that shit up?
Yeah.
Your wallet.
Yeah, it'd be so easy. If you wanted to steal money through Apple Pay, it'd probably be so easy.
And my brother said, you could be getting scammed. I said, listen, I'm not getting scammed. He said, well, would you realize if somebody took 11 cents out of your bank account every day? I said, no. And I'm broke as fuck. I'm like, I guess not, no. He was like, so if they took 11 cents a day, that's, you know what I'm saying, $1 every 9 days, that's, you know what I'm saying? They're like, and every year, if you didn't realize 11 cents, and I was like, but he's a fucking nutcase, and I don't try to listen to his conspiracy theories.
He's on to something.
But he's on to something. Like,
on to
any
something.
little thing was charging your card. Dude, 2 cents a day.
Yeah.
Something barely noticeable.
It adds up. It's like interest. Yeah. If you were a clever thief, you would take like 2 cents a day. But you know what? It's like, even like, if you think about it, like, so say like you go to the store and they upcharge you like $3, but you don't notice until later. It's like shit like that. Like, that's basically the same thing as them doing that. Like, if you didn't pay attention to little shit like that.
No, they do that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I be trying to pay attention, and I've got some shit, okay?
Yeah, I don't think I would notice.
I can't tell you what it... But no, a lot of shit you won't notice, but I've noticed a couple things, and I'll try to correct.
Yeah. I remember one time down the street from my house, there was like a gas station that was like known as, like, they called it Club Sunoco because everybody would hang out there. It was like a nice Flint, Michigan spot.
SUNCO?
Yeah, like the name. You ever heard of Sunoco, the gas station?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about with the blue and the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember I was there, and I remember I was just like buying something cheap, right? And like he owed me another $1, and like he didn't give me the other $1, and I remember like I had to say to him like, hey, this is like this much, right? And he's like, oh yeah, and then he gives me the other $1, and I'm thinking like,
yeah,
why do I have to say,
dude,
what's going on here?
No, on my mama, we were in Tennessee at a fucking boat Jangles, and my homie Jada was like, you shorted me $5. I was like, that's crazy, because I never check. Like, even that they give me, I pay cash, they give me money, I never check. She was shorted $5.
Yeah.
So then I can't even remember, but the next, it's like 2 weeks later, I go someplace, bro, they shorted me like $8.
Wow.
And only because of that, I was like, I'm finna check. And I swear to God, they had shorted me like $8. And I think it was Dunkin' Donuts, like by the red line. And I'm like, here's exactly what you gave me. Like, and they like, we need to count down the registers. I'm like, that's fine. Go ahead. And they had any moment, like, bro, people can be doing that to you. Like, any worker could be like, you pay with cash, and I'm going to keep this $4 for me because you're not even finna realize I'm going to give it to you. And only really old people count their money back, their cash, I mean.
Yeah, or like keep all their receipts and keep track of
yes,
all that.
and the books, my mom uses that statement book.
Yeah.
Yes, faithfully. And so I just got my credit card, and I keep my receipts and shit just because when that bill comes, I can't be like, yes, I did fucking overpay for gas at fucking Indianapolis. Like, yes, I did pay fucking $18 gas, 18 a gallon, the fuck. But yeah, in any of those things, it's just fucking weird. But when I was asking you earlier about what's fucked up happened to you in Chicago, I was going to tell you that when still where I work right now, you know where I work, you know, the Chase Tower.
Yeah.
So they have those Chase ATMs.
It's Potbellies for the people who don't know.
Potbellies, Monroe 55. But, you know those ATMs that used to be right there?
Yeah.
You might not.
I think I do, yeah.
But they were not in the Chase Tower, but they were on the outside, like on McDonald's side. But I go in, and this guy's like, and first of all, I should have known because he came. I was already in there getting money out, and I only had $40 in my account, and I was getting $20 out, like to pay the weed dude or whatever. And the guy was like, he came in after me, and I didn't think anything of it. And like, of course, I never judge a book by its cover. I'm just saying that. But he was like, hey, I just got this paycheck. And it was literally marked right there from State Street. He was like, I went to Chase Tower. They was like, if you have a family or friend that would cash this for you, you know, we will, you can just have them cash it and you can take, he was like, I'll give you $40 right now if you just cash it. It was a check for $240. Ironically enough, okay, folks. But no, and then I cashed it. And at first I was about to be like, bro, you ain't even got to give me the $40. I was about to give him his whole money because I know how I've been in moments where it's like I haven't, you know what I'm saying? And I almost told him he could have. But when the last thing I said was, this must be God. And then later I get off work and I'm like, think about it. And the more I thought about it, the more it didn't make sense. I'm like, how did he get in there without a bank card? Because you have to use your bank card to get in those little ATM places.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like 2 days later, the check bounced for $200. So, or $240. Right. So good thing I didn't give him the 40, right? So literally I wasn't out the 40, but I gave him $200 cash. So my shit bounced for $200 and I went negative, which also overdrew me. And I was fucked. And I called my mom. I was like, oh my God, I think I got conned. I've never been conned a day in my life. But my mom's favorite thing to say, and it is so true, is hindsight's 20/20. You know what I'm saying?
You did. I've heard once. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Once you do what you do what you know when you know better, do better. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can do. So hindsight's one. But I swear, and I was so broke, dude, and I was maybe, like I said, 23. I just thought the world. I was like, now I have no money. Now I called the bank. I called Chase and told them that I'd been frauded. Not frauded, but I was like, I just want y'all to know that, like, I would, like, cash a fraudulent check for, like, somebody, and I'm not a fucking loser-ass thief, bitch. Fuck that motherfucker.
They don't give you your money back, though.
No.
That would be nice. Like Chase,
hell no.
They're like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You want $240?
No, I just wanted them to know I wasn't fucking cashing fraudulent checks.
Yeah,
you get what
of
I'm saying?
course.
Just for, like, to get $200. Like, fuck that. Because people will do that. But
yeah.
And that's when I really was like, you cannot be a nice person in this city. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't.
Because I really was like, I get you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. Dude was in, like, you know, I was like, I definitely get it, bro.
It's a smart scam, honestly.
Yeah, it happens all the time. But he definitely got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what they're preying on, though, is that hospitality. Is exactly that. That's why it's like. That's why you're right. That's why it's sad, but it's true. You know, because there are those predators out there who are looking for that. Just that person who's ignorant and innocent enough to where they can get you just once.
And I almost told him keep the whole 40, but I said I'm gonna keep the 40.
Yeah.
I said this is God. That's the last thing I said to him. But you know what? Who knows where that cat's at? And I know where I'm at, still at my job every day, right across the street, still getting money out that ATM for me, my money when I want. So
yeah.
But
I mean, that lifestyle can only go so far.
But yeah, and it was just crazy though, because the more and more the day went on, I'm like, did I get? Because I had told one of my gyms, and he was like, you might have got. I'm like, no way. I'm like, he seemed
I've never got a day in my life.
Yeah.
It was not today.
I got. And then I'm like, calling my mom, and I'm like, I think I might have got.
Yeah. Scammers come in all shapes and forms. I remember when Instagram came around, and there was one guy who called me, and like I knew he was probably scamming from the start, because he was saying like, I can get you a show in LA with Post Malone and somebody else. Like I can get you, we'll fly you out. And I'm thinking like, okay. And he's saying he's gonna call me, and so he's talking to me, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, I'm waiting for the moment when he's gonna try to get me to give him money, or there's some exchange of money where. Because that's how you know. That's how you gotta wait.
I need you to do this real quick before we can do this.
That's how they phrase it.
Yeah,
but you gotta wait for them to say something like that, where it's like, hey, we're gonna give you all this, but you just have to send us $400 first, so that way, like, it's always gonna end there.
I know. I know more homies that got way more than for $200.
Yeah, but and it's just like you can tell just by like the fact that. it's just too good to be true. Like most of the time, just the fact that it's like, well, why would this even really be happening?
Right,
Like,
but $40 ain't much. You get what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just like, guys, my shit. $40.
Yeah. No, that's why it's such a good scam. His scam is perfect. That's like, because the thing in a city too, you could get so
And
many
the
people.
check was $240. Yeah.
He probably had just like a checkbook where he just scams
So
people.
did
with a
you go
checkbook
for the
all day.
scam?
No,
I have
no,
some
they didn't
people
get
that
me.
have went for scams like that too, and like it's like rappers, and they're like, we need you to fill these check or da da da, and like push money through these things, and they do it, and then all of a sudden they're fucked, and
Yep.
they're like, what the fuck? But the money was coming to their accounts at first.
Oh, really?
You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
See, I didn't even
like,
know about that.
Yeah, not
So-
like that, but they would get a little bit.
Yeah.
And then right, but if a scammer is making, just say I don't know how much scammers make, but just say you was making $3,000 off one person, then why wouldn't you offer them $400? Then you still making $2,600. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
to make it look real.
Yeah, like the initial investment. It's like a
right,
down
the
payment.
initial investment, to show money, or even $700. Dude,
Yeah.
even $700 goes in your account. You fill a check or whatever fuck it is, and then $700 hits your account for this, and then
We'll send you 700. You
Yeah.
send us 2,000 after.
Right, or they just be like, do it, or for every,
Yeah.
or even for every $1,500 check you cash, even if they sending you 7, they're literally keeping 6 for you to be scammed.
Because people would fall for that. Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
All they got to do is say they're like a manager.
That math is off, but yeah. But
No,
you
that's
get what
about
I'm
like
saying,
50%.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. It's really real.
Yeah.
Right. Anything gives you like, well, I'm getting something. Yeah.
What I don't like about that with the music one, that's why I try to mention it to people, because I've learned that people do like get scammed by these all the time. Like they couldn't get me. Like you just couldn't get me with that. I don't think you could.
You're too, and we're young,
Yeah.
and old people get got with that, and accounts hacked and shit. It's like, why are you clicking that?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Why is every time I check my Facebook, my dad's like, my account has been hacked. Do not accept any friend requests from me. Like, what the are
like-
you clicking, bro?
It's some random ass link. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you can't blame them, all right? You can't blame them.
You can't, but fuck.
I mean, like, it's not their fault that they have to pick up this. When they look at a phone, it's like alien technology. They went their whole lives without this shit. Like, I feel bad for them that they even
I love
have
it.
to do it.
I don't know. My brother's reading some type of AI book, and he's like, statistically, right now, like, you're tricked 5 out of 6 times to thinking you're talking to a person or what. Whether that be even us, whether that be, not like talking to a person, not talking to a person, but like,
Yeah.
it's real. In like 5 out of 6, it's AI and shit like that.
Like content on the internet is what
I
it is?
guess, or something. Maybe just in general, like 5 times out. He was just saying like 5 times 6, you're being tricked. But I don't know what he meant by that. Maybe even just right. An article could be wrote by AI. I don't even know what he meant by that. But it's some book he's reading, and I'm interested to read it.
Maybe it's
I'll
like
let you know.
statistically, like if 5 out of 6 people can tell the difference, maybe it's
Right,
even something
between,
like that.
yeah. And like
5 out of 6
my-
people get tricked.
Right, and maybe that's what he was saying, yeah.
'Cause I
by
believe
the
that for
internet,
sure.
by the internet, yeah.
Yeah.
And my dad's getting tricked 5 out of 6 times versus me. That's maybe like still though,
Yeah.
once, twice. You get what I'm saying?
It can get all those, because like now it gets better and better for one thing, but I don't know if you've seen like there's those Facebook posts where it'll be an AI photo, and I'm pretty sure that they have bots, like probably AI bots, where it's like they program these bots to just comment on shit, and then people can buy out the
yeah.
bots.
Oh,
so
my
it'll be an
God.
AI photo with AI bots commenting on the photo, and then there will be real people sprinkled in. So all those gullible people who are just like
I
they just
know,
see the
it's so
picture.
fucking weird.
And it'll
I
be like random
know.
shit. Like it'll be like a grandma, and it's like she knitted a tank, but it's an AI photo.
No,
and it's like,
I
oh,
know.
look at all these crazy things these grandmas knitted. So like, not only is the photo not real, but most of the comments aren't real. but people fall for it anyway.
know.
And like, so when I hear you say that, I'm like, yeah, it sounds about right. I bet there is so much fake shit on the internet
and
now.
I mean, you could take that straight to even Amazon reviews or any fucking
Yep,
reviews, or you can very much tell where it's
Oh, dude,
fucking.
you know one that drives me nuts that I don't see anybody talking about, but I know it's real, is fucking WWE. If you go to WWE's videos and you look in their comment
he's a
section,
wrestling fan, folks.
I don't even like
What
really.
if you were just like, wait?
You know, it just drives me crazy because these comments are so fucking fake. Like, it's so obvious that, like, because listen, everybody knows wrestling is fake. Like, we know this is fake, so of course you guys would fake the comments.
Right.
But they're so fake. It's like it's either like a bunch of 10-year-olds writing these, but there's no way that it is, because it's like the most obvious shit. It's like, oh, can't wait for The Rock to fight at SummerSlam! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Like something a fucking bot would say.
Yeah.
But it's got like 300 likes, and then like people respond to it. And if you look at the account,
Dude,
like,
and
so
old
many,
men are getting fucked. They're like, because of the like women bot or like the lady picture bots.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
On Facebook?
My best friend, we were just talking about, bro, her dad, dude, Big Bobby. Shout out to whatever county he's in right now. But dog, he's like, look at all these women. They're just going crazy off me. I'm like, Bobby. In my head, I'm like, Bobby. Like,
he thinks it's real. They got them on Snapchat too, I'm pretty sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I have a coworker and it's older men that really think because they send them a little booty. Oh my God. It's like booty pics has been stolen and then they get your money and then it's so fucking stupid.
I mean, you know what? I can't fault the hustle though. I can't knock that hustle. Like, if you can pull that off, like, I could be doing that right now and making money. If I could just, get some fake booty pics, say that's me, start hitting up some creepier older dudes and make some money. Like, the only thing that stopped me is I guess I could lose my fucking Snapchat. I could lose the whole thing.
Don't be scared. I've been out for 2 years now. I'm okay.
You know, I'll open my Snapchat. You make me think about that too, because I open my Snapchat and I'll see memories from like 6 years ago. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, that really did happen 6 years ago. And if I didn't have that, oh, you lost that. That's really sad. It's really sad.
And
Pour
like
one out
more
for
than that, dude. Like, seriously, like, I'm like
people.
18.
There's probably people on there.
Yes, and like facial and like moments and like even dumb shit. Even if you don't post it and you save it, it still pops up in your memories and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Damn. You got
I know. Now I forgot we was even doing. I was thinking about like 3 naked bitches. That's why I looked at you so long. Like I was thinking about some fucked up shit that was in my. Not that that matters. But there is so much, bro. Like in there, like years of my life that were just like and moments.
Yeah.
And like I said, like private moments, like that were just shared between friends. You get what I'm saying? Because my Snapchat was not so abroad as my other account. So my Snapchat was very personal, not private, personal. So just like all my best friends or people I grew up with, my neighbors and shit. And then all of a sudden, you're done.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you don't have that stuff saved on your phone at all, nothing like that. There's no like way you can still see these things.
Sure I do.
'Cause, I mean,
but I don't have any memory on my phone. I don't buy memory. Fuck that shit.
I think like with filming stuff like this, it drives you crazy because at a certain point you gotta fucking get some. I had to get a hard drive toaster. That's what you call it, a hard drive toaster. And it's like you can put a hard drive inside of it like a toaster, and you can just move all these files over.
I think that's what my brother was talking about. He wanted for Christmas.
A hard drive toaster.
Yeah, something like that.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Because like you really need it if you're filming a bunch of shit. You have to have it. Yeah, and like with your phone, eventually you run out of space.
Oh, so initially it's just like a fucking floppy disk. Back in the day.
Yeah, that's what a floppy disk would be. Yeah. I wonder what the limit is for how much you could save on one of those, because like compared to now standards, like I bet you could only probably keep like for like 4K, you couldn't even put 4K video on a floppy disk. You could probably put like a bunch of pictures on one. You could probably put a ton of pictures.
No, we used to do that when my day and age was 3 years older than you. We used to download floppy disk stuff at home, pictures, music, like maybe you might be able to get one song on there. And then we go to computer class and we pop that shit in. And all we would do for the hour is like look through the same 13 pictures and listen to one song and be like, oh my God.
Awesome.
We're the coolest people that ever lived. We've hacked the system.
Yeah.
Or when you could, HPP S or HPPTS,
Yeah.
and then you would take the S off.
Oh.
And you could get on Facebook and shit. Remember that or
I
no?
forgot about that, but I remember now.
Yeah, and you would hack the system. So at schools, when it would be security locked, all you had to do was take the S off. You could be in, and we'd be like, girl. We thought we was just the coolest people ever. And look, every kid has access to a phone now.
Yeah. I used to in the school's computer classes, I would put on movies in the background because I figured that was the best place to watch movies on those illegal movie websites because like I don't even have to worry about viruses. It's not even my computer.
Oh right, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
Run
fuck
up this
this.
IP, yeah. Let them search this one.
Exactly. Just to the library right now, folks. That's advice.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, but
You could, I think you could go on. all
you're
that.
trying to
You
watch
do
the
whatever
new
you want.
fucking Timothy Chalamet? All right, head to the library.
Yeah, and
run
we
it up.
could still, we had definitely all the access to the movies when that stuff first started coming out. And like you had your privacy of kind of what you was doing. They had your IP. So like if you like murdered somebody, then they could probably search you on your IP address, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
But now, like anything you do and everything is fucking, they know. It's not just like, you could like look up anything. You could look up weird shit, and that was fine. Is that what, am I saying that correctly? IP address?
I think so, yeah, like IP
Back
address.
in the day, like your computer, right? Like
It's the same thing now. Like I think
like,
your phone has
this
its own
works.
IP address. I think it's all
that's
every
why
single
my
device.
shit's banned on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
2 years. My IP on that phone. But if I got a new phone, I get it.
Yeah.
But why would I go spend $1,000 to have Snapchat, bro?
Hey man, for the clout, to bring it back for the people,
Yeah, no, I'm okay.
gotta
My peoples know my phone number, okay? And I'm probably too old for that shit anyways.
One thing I did find out, like, because you asked earlier about like posting on different things, because like even Snapchat, you'd be surprised the influence that just posting on Snapchat can have compared to other shit. Because like I've had people, I had a message that a voice message a guy left. And he's like, yo, I've seen your stuff on here for years, but like, I used to be a big hater. I used to hate this shit for real. And now I'm listening to it and I'm actually surprised. And it was cool to fucking hear that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because I posted on Snapchat for years. And this guy was probably like hate watching it for years.
Yeah, no.
And he finally
but
saw some
always
shit.
Viewing, period.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. Motherfuckers always gonna watch your shit, bro. I'm telling you. Motherfuckers always gonna watch that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And life is competition, bro. Seriously, and like best of luck because everybody gonna fucking hate, and that makes no sense. Because what else do we got to do? But and not everybody can be like that. Not everybody is. And when we're put in those predicaments, we probably like, where's your back? Turn around. No, I'm just playing. But it's just
when you get punched by a crackhead, don't punch back.
Yeah, and like all through school, and we're talking about high school, and it's like. And people hit me up like, oh, my God, I've been watching you for, yeah. And I'm like, I'm so proud of you. It's like, well, thank you, but you could have been saying this for years. But instead, like you said, you've been watching, on the back burner watching.
Yeah.
And now you like, oh, yeah, when shit starts to pop off. But that's, at the end of the day, that's fans.
Yeah. Well, and like the thing is, too, like you can never predict. Everybody, you see other successful people and you think of that as like successful. And I think whatever your version of success is just bound to be different than everybody else's,
For sure. Yeah, I don't give a shit. As long as I'm having a good time.
Yeah. It's very cool to like see different people's versions of that, and that's like, again, like with people from high school, seeing other people succeed in different ways. And like, I feel like that's really what it's all about in life. It's like just slowly, just finding your own way to do it. If you really are happy, it's because you figured out your own way to do it.
No, I know. The other dude, I went to the reunion. One dude was a car salesman.
Oh, cool.
No.
No,
I
not
mean,
cool. Not cool.
Or no, cool, but like cool. Like you're a car, that's what you do. But he's like, and let me take y'all here. I want y'all to show my. It's like, all right, bro. Like we get it. It's like you really came to the reunion to flex.
Yeah.
Like not flex, bro, because everybody is not car salesmen. They have better cars in the car here. Like, and look, it's a like just like that guy that like literally like a sitcom character that would be like high school reunion. He's like, and look at his like hair, and I was like, God, this is so sad. Like this is all you got, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesus Christ. And and all he wanted to talk about is his car, Oh my God. Then you got bitches pulling up in nicer car, like, bro, on that money, you feel me? On that money, like, yeah. he's like, suits, hair slicked. I'm like, oh. But it's probably and I'm sure he has a good life, but in that moment, he tried to overdo it, bro. You know, like, just show up, man. You know, just. Who are you outside of your fucking job, right? Just be you. We never meant to be that shit. That's like me sitting here talking about Potbelly the whole fucking time.
I think like one thing, the reason I call myself Ruse, how I like to explain it is
You're Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Wyatt Ruse.
Wyatt Ruse.
What's your last name?
Wyatt Chipman.
Wyatt Ruse Chipman right here for you folks.
Yeah.
Wyatt Ruse Chipman.
But the reason I like that name is because I think everything is a ruse in a way.
I was thinking about
Everything
it,
is like how we learn to define things as what we think they are. So like in this moment, I am playing podcast host and you are podcast guest, and that's what we're doing. Because that's just the way that your brain is built. You have to figure out what you're doing in any given situation.
But I try to ask you questions too once we got into it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, if you if you find a way to like break through that and like just find a way to think beyond that, that's like the truly better way to think, to recognize that like everything is a role that you play and everything is just finding a way to fit that role, and also understanding that you're greater than that role. So you're greater than what you think you are at any given moment. There's no way any given moment could define you because you're so much bigger than that. You're not one thing. You're a million things all at once.
You just take one, and you just take one more step, and then it's a whole nother fucking
And like that, but I like that you say that because that's really like the truth of everybody. There's so much within everybody, and like that's why people are great to fucking just talk to. That's why like even with the comedy open mics, like it's cool to go to those because as a musician, even like you get to actually communicate with these people outside of just watching them perform. Everybody's like chilling there for the most part, unless they already left. Like usually they're there and they'll talk to you.
Gay. If they left, they're gay.
Yeah, they're obviously gay.
They're going to gay functions.
That's one of the things on the gaydar that actually like sways it really hard. But so it's like shit like that where it's like you can just you can find the people in people. I think that's the type of shit that like keeps me interested in everything. Is just knowing there's always so much more to things. There's always another way to look at shit, and there's always another person to tell you a whole different thing. I think that's one thing that drew me to a city is that there's so much of that. There's so much perspective to people, and I think if you can do
it's
that,
all the people that ran away, and then we all up here like, well, not everybody, you know, they're in Chicago, born and raised and shit like that, but it's all the people that's like, we have different thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
And they're there for a reason.
Yeah.
They're there for a reason because of things like that, because of the way that they think.
Right.
Yeah.
We know what we know. Like, we know we come from, but we got different thoughts.
Yeah.
So that's why we come here. And so we all together. And that's why the whole world hates a city, baby. Because we all like, you know what? That does make sense. You know?
Yeah.
You could tell me something right now, and I could be like, actually, you do make sense. I like the way you think. But anywhere else, they're like, oh, we think all the same.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that type of like collaborative energy is what makes things better in the end. Is like people really wanting to like build off of each other. Like that's what makes the biggest, best thing. Yeah.
Well, art.
Like it really does. And like people don't realize it because it's hard to see it in the moment, like just what like how that works. But I think it really pays off just over time. It's just like wanting to surround yourself with that shit, with just more art. Yeah, it doesn't even like have to be the art that you like. If you're a musician, you don't have to surround yourself with music. If you're an artist, like you painter, you don't have to surround yourself with fucking paintings. Like there's all kinds of different ways to be inspired by shit. I think that's like really. I think that's why comedy is what it is, because like people need that release. Like people have to go to comedy shows just to relax. It needs to exist.
It should be big. It should, for the audience, it should be bigger. I feel like the audience should be as big as it was at points, because we need more people coming out to laugh shit.
Yeah.
Not like that, but you know, you worry about TikTok. Do you not know that there's like art that's like actually like you can go
that exists in the real world?
Like, and not even just comedy or not even just music. Like there's like weird shit that goes on. You know, not weird shit, but there's like art, like all types of art, and it's so much better there than it is like through a fucking screen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's also like, I be with that shit. Even museums and shit. I know I don't seem like that, but that's still, I mean, it's not art, but it's still art. It's still something. You get what I'm saying? I could look all that up on Wikipedia all I wanted to, but it's something about seeing it and reading it and walking through, you know what I mean? It makes you feel.
Yeah.
Makes you feel it, right? It's a different feeling when it's live.
Yeah, it's like being in like the physical space of it. Like you're really there with it. Like the spirit of it, like the essence of it's different.
Oh, it be banging, baby.
Yeah.
And that motherfucking rooms be banging.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, good shows, bro. On Sunday, I just did this fire-ass show, sold out. Headline, thank you so much. But, bro, I'm telling you, when that motherfucking energy's in that room.
Yeah.
I ain't no ha-ha over a phone. And I laugh over the phone, but, bro, the one laugh and then everybody like, ha-ha-ha, it'd be so good, bro.
Yeah. I feel that way
amazing.
like really strongly about comedy. It's like I feel like I laugh so like I have so much more of a different experience if I fucking see live comedy than if I ever watch comedy through my phone. Like it's just impossible. You can watch any special on any sound
Thank you for
setup.
saying that, because I don't post a lot of fucking clips because that dumb ass shit, right? You ain't come see me.
It's just not the same, yeah.
It's just not, and it's fine because you need those followers, Ruse.
Yeah.
White. Ruse White.
Ruse White up in the building. Oh, dude, that could be like my country name, Ruse White. Like I just throw them both together. Yeah, hey, how does this accent sound to you as a real Southerner? Is this all right? Like, will this pass if I were to try to ride on this? Is this good enough, or is it sound a little forced, like I'm trying a little too hard?
It's a little forced. Just draw back a tiny, tiny bit.
When you say draw back, do you mean like, is this a little bit better? Because I feel like I'm not doing it so hard, but I'm still doing it a little bit. That's a little bit better.
And get more anxiety behind it, because there's still weird rednecks. So, you know, you're just a person. So don't think so much about the accent. Think about who you are as a person and just let the accent cover it. All
right. I think I get exactly what you're saying. I think I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm trying.
You just kind of, you're you. Now you got me going into a little bit more. Now I'm about to pull out a fucking harmonica out of my goddamn fucking titties right now. Right, and still, you're still a person. Talk about something you like. Video game.
I like video games a lot. I used to play video games when I was a young boy. I used to sit in front of the TV. We would play video games a lot. We'd play video games. I passed the controller back and forth.
As you should.
Me and my brothers.
Yeah.
But we grew out of the games.
Did y'all go to the games? What kind of station y'all had?
Like sport games?
What kind of PlayStation? What kind of station y'all had? What kind of device?
We didn't have much money, so we just played the NES.
NES.
Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
Oh, Super Nintendo.
Pretty high-tech stuff back where I'm from.
No, I get that. We had Sega, then we had the PS2.
Well.
And then we had SSX, and we really shared one controller back and forth. And my brother went and got one of them little things, the thing that we got two controllers, but there were four of us. So you
Oh,
went and
you
got
mean like
that
splitter.
thing. You know, it was a little box, and you could plug the controllers in. It was like
made
the
a 2x4.
first adapter. Yeah, yeah, made it a 4x2. Yeah.
Know exactly all about that. Yeah, that's actually pretty crazy.
You're fucking me up. Yeah, so you going to that.
I mean, when I found out about that, I really realized that technology was advancing. You know, because I thought most 2-player is most we're gonna get, and then they got the online play games with.
The online was crazy, bro.
Yeah, because at first you're like, if I'm playing with my brother right here, right now, what's the future look like?
I played with the whole fucking world.
Now I'm playing with the whole goddamn world.
I don't even know nothing about online. I did log off, but my brother, he kept on going. Now he fucks with that Nintendo Switch, and he takes that thing everywhere, brother. And no, this man is 33 years old. But I goddamn, when we all get into the Airbnb and we're all fucked up and we get fucked up, guess what comes on? That damn Nintendo Switch, and everybody wants to play. And my brother says, guess what? I brought the controllers, you know, and he pulls those little things. And we like, Mario.
That's right. That's right. You need a little Nintendo Switch. You really, though? I do want a Nintendo Switch. That's the one console I want.
But you got to get the ones that got you can't get the ghetto one. You can't get the
is there like a mini? Is there like a small one?
Yeah, you got to get the one that the controllers come off, so that way you can put them in controller banks, and then really fucking go in with your peoples, bro.
Because the other one's not like that.
And you connect it to the TV. That's so nice. Like, bro, my brother comes through clutch every time, and like, it makes no sense. And like, shit he does is so nerdy, dude. He's like we'll be in he's finally found a girl, and they've been together for a year. Thank God. She loves Nintendo Switch too. I think they play together. But he'll like, we'll be in the back of a car, and he'll be like, and then he'll fucking pull his Nintendo Switch and like hang it underneath the, like, say we're in the back seat under the, what's that called? The headrest of the drivers.
The camera? Oh.
No, and he'll like push it in there, and he'll be like, oh no. And he'll make like and then he just does this in the back of the car for 48 hours. He's just like, and I'm like, I'm so fucking jealous. You're so cool. How do you know that you can make a freaking DVD player in there?
Is it just an HDMI cable?
No, it's not an HDMI.
How's he doing it?
No, he just hangs it up there.
Hangs it up? Oh, like ingenuity.
His actual, yeah.
Oh,
Thing.
okay.
And then he unplugs the things and he plays like this. So literally, this is the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
This is my brother.
Yeah.
I'm like, you fucking lucky dog. Like, we were just talking about a fucking worm lights.
Yeah.
For the Game Boy.
Yeah.
SE. What was it called?
SNES?
No, not SE. SE flipped.
Oh, DS.
DS.
Yeah. Yeah.
SE flipped and it had the lights.
Yeah.
Installed.
The DS still trips me out. The 3DS, if you remember that shit was crazy.
Oh yeah, I
DS
do
was 3D.
exactly know what you're talking about, because it was like that wasn't really that hot like that.
It was
but
3D
I know what
though.
you're talking about, yeah.
You didn't even need glasses and it looked 3D somehow.
No, I know what you're talking about. And
But it wasn't that
It was silver. No, it wasn't that popular
No.
because it was probably so expensive. It was like,
I don't know. I think it was
And
a
yes.
little bit more. I think it was
yeah.
a little bit more than the DS. Well, the DS was an interesting thing. So was the PSP. Like the Switch just does what those things did, but so much better. And like when you say like lucky, it makes me think like, dude, for real, because they have games like full fucking ass games. Like they got San Andreas on the Switch now.
oh yeah, fire. San Andreas is fire. PS2 all day. San Andreas, like my brother, I would just enjoy watching him play games because he was always good. But San Andreas ruled our life for like, yeah. And they talking about fucking Grand Theft Auto 5. That's not San Andreas, bro. San Andreas was when swimming came out. You could steal a fucking boat. It's when so many things came out, bro. San Andreas, I know exactly where my court's at. I have San Andreas on my phone. You know you can download it. You got it.
Yep.
You got it?
I don't have it, but I know you can.
But and it's very cheap, and I mean, like I already paid for it, so and like literally, it's just as good on your phone.
That's
and
crazy.
you have like your little talk, like you have your little analogs. It's so good.
Yeah.
San Andreas changed my life. I know where the bridge is. I know where to steal a bicycle. I love a bicycle, motorcycle. Oh my god,
That game's still so good. Holds up. Like to this day,
Yeah.
it's still a great
dude!
ass game.
What's that? The 5?
With the newest one? The newest one's Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's what's been out, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Since-
it's been out, and then like Red Dead Redemption 2.
No,
is
it's
their
been out
latest
for
game.
like 10 years.
Yeah,
GFI.
exactly. Yeah.
Bro, I know because I bought it and I had an Xbox and then I sold the Xbox and it was like 5 years later and I still sold the game for the same price I bought it for. I probably should have sold it for more.
Yeah, because it's like
It was
they still
going
sell
that
it for 60.
day. Yeah, 60. I
Yeah.
think I sold it for 50. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and I
crazy.
was like, that's crazy.
It's because the online, because like
Yeah.
they still
Because you can play it offline with the actual.
online. Like so, like there's this. That's the whole fucking thing with Rockstar, dude. It's like it's so kind of sad because they are known as a company that makes great solo story games. Like that's what
Right.
fucking San Andreas was.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
the
And Bully.
best.
Is Bully Rockstar?
That was my favorite game for the longest time.
I love Bully, dude. That shit was banging.
That game's
man.
like
the missions were
still
cool.
one of my favorite
I love
games.
Bully. I haven't played it since PS2, but I love. And I was.
They
thinking, was
remade
that a
it.
Rockstar
You never
game?
heard of the what's that?
And what about L.A. Noir?
I have it on this
What
computer.
you talking about?
I never really played it though. Is it?
You don't want to say, yeah. Those are all like very good. Like,
Yeah.
Where like you're like, oh, yeah.
You never played Red Dead Redemption?
I'm not like into it like that. I just am like very. I have a Wii.
Okay.
I still have like L.A. Noir, but I don't. But Bully was my shit.
Bully is the shit.
That was the shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey kid.
They remade Bully for the Wii. They did.
Oh, did they?
They made it for the Wii.
Oh, you know what I got on Wii? Is motherfucking 007.
Oh.
And I got the trigger. I need to pull it out, but I don't ever. Bro, that's like the last thing I'm doing when I'm home. It's like playing video games. Seriously.
I'm the same
But
way. I don't really play them anymore.
I just kind of have, maybe one day I'll find somebody who wants to play with me.
I don't think games.
Are we in love? I found somebody who wants to play.
You got to tell me what games. You got to tell me what games. That's how I'll figure it out.
I like what Wii Sports, dude.
Oh, see, I'll play some Wii
bowling.
Sports. We could be in love.
Yeah,
We could
Wii
be in love.
Sports. Oh, what else I got on Wii?
Dude, I'll
Oh,
fucking.
Mario Kart.
Okay.
I do the one, and I got the both steering wheels.
Oh.
But only
I
one of
had
them
the
works. Me
steering
not
wheels.
love.
Say, only one works?
Yeah, you know what I'm about that with the. They'll
Yeah.
make it all worth it, bro.
Yeah.
And then what else I got? I got like a hunting game. I got a lot of Wii games.
Okay.
I
Dude,
can't even tell you.
I had a friend who had Wii Sports Resort.
Damn. Oh yeah, I got the resort.
Oh, you got that one too?
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey,
I
the
will play
sports
the
is
fucking
crazy.
Wii with you.
The
I
Wii
will.
Sport Resort is where they got the other games, like some weird shit.
Yeah.
Some weird ones, but they're fun. Yeah, they're all fun. Me and my mom do that shit because she's like an old lady, and we like. it's about all she can do these days.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah. But for real though, like I will take you up on that and play Wii whenever. I want to buy one. Like I swear someone was looking up used Wiis with me recently.
Were
and
they up?
It wasn't. Yeah, and it wasn't that expensive.
Oh, they weren't. Okay, yeah. Because
Well, yes,
sometimes you know
yeah.
how some of the game systems from back then are moving now.
That's what I was
so
thinking.
Expensive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna
say,
see.
I know for sure my mom has one. I bought a Wii. My mom had a Wii too, so we both have Wiis.
Yeah.
We both have. Me and my mom both have Wiis.
Wiis, double Wiis.
Growing up, that's what my mom called my. She'd be like, "You need to wash your Wii." I swear. So I don't use that as an adult. I don't be like, do you want to eat my wee or anything? But that was weird. But no, and they're just like sitting around. So dude, you could just like have one of the consoles, I'm sure, if you like really wanted one.
Yeah, I don't think it's that expensive. Like in general, because it seemed like most of the ones people were selling were like $200, like a Wii for $200.
And they're probably coming with hella games, all the setups. Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
That's what's most importantly, like all those games, and who knew but to mark all the Mario ones? You know what I mean? Because Mario,
So much
no
way they
matter
like the
what,
8th one
it's
the
just
most.
so expensive. Huh?
Mario Party 8. They said they liked Mario Party 8 so much. Yeah. But yeah, all those Mario games. And they're
I just
all
got
exclusives.
the racing one.
The fact that you got the wheels though is great.
Yeah.
Because the wheels, like I had the wheels and I was so excited about it. I remember that. Like I feel like it was because it was like one of the bundles with the Wii or something. Like you bought the Wii and you got the wheels with the bundle.
I got mine when I moved in with my ex-girl, and that was one of our, not like that was 12 years ago. That was like our like fun relation. Like we would smoke a blunt, just like, and it's good about them because you ain't really got to do much but hit the gas and just kind of like, it is so much of just this versus having to take that little controller and be like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's the whole, that's why weed's so good. Even the gun, you're like, you got to put the nunchuck part, or you have your
I don't think I had the gun.
Yeah, the gun. So that's why 007 sucks, is you have to like walk with the nunchuck part. So you got to like analog going, and then you got to like boom, 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 and be trying to hit at the damn, I don't even know where my weed's plugged up. So where is that sensor again? Bang, bang, bang. But that's the hard part, is you have to maneuver with that analog. So you got to like walk, walk, walk. This would be a good TV. And you need a little room, because I feel like with the Wii, you be getting crazy.
Yeah.
Because you be thinking you be doing more. You did the
VR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Opto, what's that shit
I
called?
haven't really done Oculus Rift. I haven't. That's what it is, right? Yeah, I haven't really done it though. No, I've fucked with like a tiny bit of those headsets, but I haven't really got to use them.
No, not like get to use them, but they're fucking weird. Yeah, and like I could see how you're like, because even one of them is like learning to use your hands like with it, like to like get your motions down, and it's like then all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? Like, it knows my hands. Like, my hands are in my eyes, which are on a TV. Everybody knows exactly. It's so fucking weird. But
oh, is it really like that?
Yeah, it's like real.
Like it mixes reality.
And it's like touch. No, well, it's like when you're like training it to know you. You know, just like your phone. I don't know if Android does that, but like Apple be like, we need your fingerprints. Do it this way. Do it this way. Do it this way. We need your head. So it's like that, but then like it's like learning your fingers, and then it's fucking weird. And then you're like, That's why people start running, like fucking take down a 70-inch screen, because they're like, what the fuck? This is too real.
Yeah.
Hello.
Gives you like an identity crisis. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of unnatural. It's kind of scary. It's kind of. I can see why people like would be looking down, like walking off a ledge and falling over. It makes perfect sense. It's almost too real. And like, there's not too many games that have really been successful yet, but we'll get there. Like, I don't know if you saw, there was that Half-Life game that looked like one of the few things that kind of like pushed it to where like you could pick up things in the game and like throw grenades.
Oh, right, and then you're right, yeah.
There's some shooting game where people like you can load the gun.
I don't think that shit makes you actually shoot your wife.
No,
but I can definitely understand when people are like kind of like running or whatever, because you get so into it that you forget that, like, you know what I'm saying? Not like even necessarily into it, but even like it's weird because like even if you just put it on for the first time, it's like,
yeah,
what the fuck? And then all of a sudden you're bang, bang, like right here. I'd be.
Yeah, and they're saying like it's gonna be like those Meta glasses. Everybody's gonna be wearing Meta glasses. It's gonna be the new smartphone. That's what's coming up next. Is those glasses? It's like, so that's what, at least I think that's what Mark Zuckerberg's trying to invest in. It might just be like something they're trying. It's not gonna work, but it's like smart glasses. So if I put on glasses, it's gonna have AI show me shit through the glasses, and we're all gonna wear these glasses. And it makes sense if you think about it. Like if it was phones and then glasses, that might make sense. If we just all throw some goggles on that produce this artificial reality in front of us, and we can make the glasses show us all kinds of shit. Wouldn't you probably want to buy them? You probably would. Most people probably would want to buy them. And maybe it would be like the rich people get them first. So you have this weird society where rich people can just see shit that you can't see.
Can't rich people already see everything?
Exactly.
They can see the beach. They can see their kids. And I was just like, No, fuck.
Okay, boom. Well, you know,
boom, bang.
This has been
bang,
a
bang.
great episode. This is actually probably one of the longest episodes
I'm
ever so
sorry.
far. No, I'm happy.
I was
happy
waiting
we
for
could.
you to fucking cut it off.
Well, honestly,
You wanted me to cut it off? I
was
will
just-
never shut up.
I was impressed by your longevity. That I was like, I figured, I was gonna let this one ride out as long as I naturally could.
That is fucking crazy. I've been waiting to go home for almost 3 hours. I was like, yeah, this is easy hour, little podcast as we usually do. They cut it, they do it really specific. No, that motherfucker says 3 hours and 52 minutes right now.
We did about 4 hours here.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
That's
like,
all right. Fuck it.
you had said like that at one point. You said like, I thought I was gonna leave a minute ago, and I was like, okay, I'll wrap it up. But then like we naturally kept talking for another 40 minutes. So I was like, well, I gotta let this keep going. You're a natural, is what I'm telling you. You're a natural.
And for once, I could actually forget about like the microphone and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, hey, you should have known to call, and I'm over here like, and you know what? When I was raised,
That means I'm doing something right here, folks.
hey, this was a banger. Fuck this shit. I should have been gone. I've been thinking I ain't even have my phone the whole time. I don't know what fucking time it is. I'm so fucking hungry. I just got off work. I got off work 6 hours ago. Bang, bang, bro.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you here. Tell the
that.
people where they can find you on social media, all that good stuff. They stuck around this long. If they're crazy enough to do that, they gotta at least find you. So where are you
You're
at?
gonna cut and chop this, ain't you?
Oh no, this is all you got 4 hours. We just got
We're
4
not
hours.
fucking. Oh Jesus. They're not listening. Dude, you need to cut. And
Someone's
chop.
gonna listen to this whole thing. There's someone out there,
There's
some
someone.
madman.
I believe in that. It's probably my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
A shout out to. No, I was just like.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Easy OG. No, that's not my name. What is it? Oh, Emily.
Oh, Easy
underscore
Easy, your rap name.
T. No, that used to be my Snapchat. Easy OG 16.
Ah,
I ain't got Snapchat. It's
R.I.P.
EMILYTOO_. What is it?
Your Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude.
No, I know what it is. I've had
know?
it forever. Yeah. It's Emily_TOOFLY. I had that since I was 16 too.
Emily Too Fly.
Yeah, I thought it Too Fly TOO because once there's one more than one, that's two or something. Few, I don't know. Had
Bars.
that since I was 16. And I never changed it just because why. Emily Too Fly. Emily Ogle. TikTok, Emily Too Fly. Indeed, hire me. That's about it. Your dog's pissed.
Yeah, my dog.
That's 4 hours. You fucking say something.
4 hours.
That's
folks.
crazy.
I'm proud of
I
myself.
know. What fucking time is it?
It's gotta be right now. The time is 8:49. 8:49.
Christ.
But you know what, folks? That's how you know this show is a professional production. I just pulled 4 hours out of my ass. If you liked what you just saw, Patreon, folks. We got a Patreon. I'll show you my feet. You heard it here first. Maybe one day I'll wiggle my toes for an extra $25. I'm shameless. I'll do it. All right? So please, dear God, if you're going to take anything away from this, just know that you can make a Patreon too and follow your dreams and make money making art and wiggling your toes. It's possible. Anything is possible. 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 Anything is possible if you set your mind to it.
I forgot to tell my Venmo. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, right. Let's throw that Venmo in there. Let's throw that PayPal in there. Thank you for being here, folks.
Ruse. Wyatt. This motherfucker's name is
Ruse
Wyatt.
Radio.
Wyatt.
Clocking out. Been too long, I don't think I could face it. In the corner with my mask on. What's the story? It did do no good. The world